Yes, yes.
Okay.
I went to Clemson. I'm a Clemson diehard. I'm in Houston, but born and raised in South Carolina. So yeah. All of my Clemson takes. Obviously,
Yes.
Amari Rodgers. Because I'm also a Green Bay Packers fan, so I've got a weird little Amari Rodgers. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was
Weird
just about to
intersection
say,
of all my fandom.
out of all of the Clemson that you could have went with in the history of Clemson, you started with Amari Rodgers. I was going to follow up with that.
First off,
Wait, is that your big cuz or something? Like, talk to me.
Because I mean, how often do you get to have? I mean, well, I got lucky. I guess I'm down here in Houston, so I've got Deshaun and DeAndre Hopkins for a long time.
Right.
But to get a Clemson player for the Packers is kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm excited.
That's just a wide receiver.
I'm gonna
period.
get my jersey. I'm just yeah. You don't want my Packers takes.
J Mike, when I hit that live button, I don't know why I thought that you would think like me at all. My horrible thinking that I do, but I thought you were totally going to ask her what type of toilet paper that she used.
I'm gonna bring it on.
She didn't get a chance earlier in the.
Come on.
I was like, yes, this
Like,
is
so
the
right
time.
up top about your wiping preferences. Just like that's got to get that ball rolling early.
Way to endear yourself to our brand new guests, Gabe. This is great.
I don't know why I think you would ever do that to anyone. But that's why I'm here. So, Tara, no.
I can compare from here at my house to Clemson if you guys want.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the home versus Clemson toilet paper takes. Let's do this.
High quality content.
I thought that's what this show was about. I thought we were just going to talk about toiletries.
It is.
That's why I'm here.
I think normally we go into a toilet paper draft, right?
I think
that's the way the show usually goes. Is that we diverge
natural.
into that's the natural flow, right? What's the one?
It's only natural.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the flow.
Well, based on the commercials and the strength of the humor alone, I think Charmin's probably got that top spot because they got the Bears that for some reason wear shirts but don't wear pants. So, like, I don't know. Analyze that.
I've always been curious about that, actually. Like, they are confident.
They really are.
It's like a trend. Didn't Winnie the Pooh do that? So it's like old school look.
True.
That's true.
No. Paying homage.
That is a Winnie the Pooh thing. And I think just in the name of itself right there, I think you just kind of put it on a tee and just, I know we don't talk about that sport here, but I don't know. What's the equivalent of putting it on a tee in football?
Well, for kicking, sometimes there's a tee. So how about that?
It is usually
Analyze that.
Analyze that. I know how football works. I've seen it a couple times.
Listen, but I think maybe I should save this for the draft. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get this takeoff right now. Oh.
Is it toilet paper related?
It is. No,
Actually, you know what? I think we need to flip it. I don't think we should do toilet paper or toiletry or what. I don't want to know what you would wipe your butt with. I want to know what you would wipe your butt with if you absolutely had to. Like, last thing that you could find in your house, and I have to wipe my butt with this because I am completely out of Charmin. I am out of Scott's. I am out. I'm even out of Bounty. All right, no paper towels, nothing. You got to get creative.
Are we talking like Papa Roach, cut my life into pieces, this is my last resort type shit?
Wow, wow. Wow, wow.
I mean, I was going to cheat and say baby wipes, but like, that's not where you're going with this, right?
Like no paper products. I think that's how we make this spicy because you can't be like, let's go to the Notebook and pull out a piece because that would have been my first thought. Like,
I feel like what do you do if it's not paper? I'm like looking around now. I'm like,
I'm about to say we're missing something though. We're missing something though. Here's the thing: we're missing something. Think about this though. In this scenario, you have to essentially leave the restroom to get wherever you got to get to.
Oh no.
Oh man.
So
now
you-
you're adding
so you
multipliers.
So even if you're home,
The hobble.
you have to get somewhere. Think about where you have to go in your house. Do you really want to be walking around your entire home, up steps, all the way on the other side of the house?
I mean, that's why I had 4 kids, so I could always call and somebody would come. I mean, what do you think I have so
true.
many kids to help?
and you have Kevin Harlan doing the doing the announcement while you're like hobbling around your house.
No.
I mean, but like, I think the easiest solution to I mean, it's one of two things. Like, one, just like find whatever like the oldest, like most beat up towel you have in like whatever closet you keep those in, and just say goodbye to that towel. Or, in theory, you're not that far from a shower. So, like, if you're in the right bathroom in the house, so just like full size human bidet, just like take a shower,
True.
just like spread it out and go to town. I don't know, just like. You know, isn't that basically what bidets are? Just like little showers for your butt. I mean, like, think about it. I mean, like,
And then
if you're
also, if you have like an Evan Ingram like rookie card or something laying around, I'm thinking we could also go ahead and like use that. That's where my head is kind of going a little bit. That's what the first thing I'm thinking of as I'm staring at my rookie cards I just bought.
Why the rookie card though? That was the good year.
Whatever. I just because I'm done. Like, that's how I feel. I feel that strongly that I was in this dire situation. I'm not taking any of these other cards. I'm going right for the Ingram one.
but he made the Pro Bowl.
I don't care.
See, that's why I feel like you need to buy
Collusion.
some Philly merch, you know, some Cowboys merch, whatever. I don't know who you hate the most. I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Who do you hate the most? All 3 of them equally?
I just don't. I probably hate the Cowboys the most. Only because I'm partial to Nick Foles because we went to college together. But other than that, and Gronk, you know, like how can I gotta go with like my U of A people. So that's why I'm always a little
Right.
partial to them.
Okay.
Bear down.
Yeah. Bear down for sure. Way to stay on brand. I love that for you guys.
And plus, just like the through line from like Charmin with the.
I
bear-
know. I was gonna
bear
say.
down.
I see it. I see
It's
it.
a slow burn, but the connection's there. I mean,
Yeah.
that was,
Analyze that.
Analyze that.
Well.
So J Mike, upstairs bathroom or downstairs bathroom?
that's what makes it tricky. Because honestly, like if you're not immediately next to a shower, that completely rules out the easiest option.
Well, he said you have to leave the room too. So like my
Oh, you have to?
upstairs. You said leave the room, right?
Well, what's what I'm saying? So if you think about it, and you're like, "Oh man, I'm out of toilet paper," and then wherever you are in your bathroom, where typically the secondary stash is, and it's empty, and then you all of a sudden go through an existential crisis, like, "What has my life come to? That I'm about to go straight Tarzan in my own home because I didn't keep the Charmin on deck." Whether you're upstairs or downstairs, this is your scenario to flush out.
This
So
man
is
said
it-
Tarzan.
Is it going too am I
what?
stooping too low? Am I stooping too low by going into my girl's bedroom and grabbing one of their t-shirts that are really soft and like just throwing the thing away?
You said stuffed animal. I thought you were going to say stuffed animal.
No.
Like,
I wouldn't live.
goodbye, Dr. Snuggles. We'll never see you
No,
again.
stuffed animal. You'll never see me again.
Yo,
It's like, what happened to my elephant? You don't want to know.
Oh.
You don't want to know, honey.
oh man, that's bonkers. Just thinking about that.
I
Dave,
hate
could you
the shirt that your aunt got you.
and you just and like you then all of a sudden you're looking like a TV criminal where you're trying to like hide the evidence and like bury it and take it directly out to the dumpster like immediately and buy like you got to do so much to cover up the crime that was using your child's shirt or stuff.
You're just like walking around with it and like
Wow.
you're walking around with it in a plastic bag and like someone comes home and it's like, what's that? Nothing. You have to like sprint to the car, be like, oh my god, I gotta go, and just like find the nearest like dumpster. Just be like, be gone. It's like the shame that you're gonna carry for the next 48 hours is just like unbearable.
Sadness.
Another blowout.
Yes.
Another blowout, honey. Sorry. Your daughter's 5. What are you talking about?
We had diapers in this house for 3 years, bro. What were you doing?
Another blowout.
Oh, Lord. I can't.
So what about this? In the same vein, I do have a tushy. Not only physically, but
That's good.
on my person, but in my house, and I have 2.5 baths, flex, right? What's homie Jeff say? No big deal, but kind of a big deal. 2.5 bath, NBD, KBD. Buy your shirts or excuse me, hats. I don't know where, but go and buy them. And that's what's sponsoring the show tonight, apparently, so far. And Tushy. So anyway, I have 2.5 baths. There's one for the master bath. There's one that's upstairs. The upstairs has like a living room and everything, and the kind of the guest bed, the baby bedroom, and then the half bath is on the main floor where everyone can, there's a lounge right there. There's a little bar right there. People can go to the half bath, do their thing. So, where would you pick? Where would you pick to put the tushy? You have one tushy and you have to pick a bathroom to put it. Where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put it?
Be selfish, my guy. Put it where you are primarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the move.
All
Yeah,
right.
in the master.
In the master? Okay. Taryn Herms, both. KOB as well.
Yeah.
Steph, you really?
Yeah, you gotta kind of.
Like,
Why?
not
What are
the
you thinking?
downstairs yeah,
So,
not the downstairs
look,
bathroom. That's
look.
like the convenience bathroom.
all about
right?
You dropping that cash for other people? Come on.
I did.
Do you?
No, I did.
think?
I did. No, that's what I did.
It's very selfless. I admire that about
It wasn't.
you.
Well, no, I was just like, man, we don't just deserve this. Everyone deserves
mindful of
to
the other
experience this. I always wonder though, like, because I guess we've talked about this for 12 minutes, 15 minutes if you want to count the Pulp Premium part of the show. Go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/the open bar, where you can hear us talk about toilet paper in the pre-show notes. We write up the show sheet and all that. Appreciate that, Kev, for writing our show sheet, by the way. We'll get to that in just a moment. Anyway, where was I?
Spent a lot of time on that.
Yeah.
Tushy.
I know. Tushy. I wonder. I want to ask people. I'm like, did you tushy when they come out?
Oh,
Did
God.
You
did you
tushed.
tushy?
You tushy.
Are you tushed?
If anybody ever asked me that question upon like immediately exiting a bathroom, I would probably like just combust just right there, just out of discomfort. I'd be like, you don't need to know. You don't need to know. Just like, I don't know. I'm
But what if-
vulnerable after I poo, man. I don't know.
What
Like,
if you're a guest?
I'm trying to
in their
normalize the
home,
poo.
though?
Oh.
my thoughts are the same.
Do they then have the right to ask you, hey, did you tushy? Did you? Did you tushy?
Did you do it?
Did you though? Did you do it? Did you though?
I'm feeling a great deal of anxiety even thinking about this.
Maybe
Why
I
did
should
I
have
agree to this?
maybe I should have a tushy journal. Should I keep a tushy journal? Like, please, like
Day
a
37.
Yelp
Still
review.
feels great.
Yeah.
I need you to,
Tushy
I need you
away.
to prick your finger. You need you to prick your finger when you leave the bathroom and print right here saying that you tushied before you came out. Because if you didn't, you a nasty somebody. You a nasty.
Wait, so are you
nasty
suggesting
somebody.
like a log of like blood oaths, like certifying that someone did that? Is that the? I mean,
That's
hey,
what we
dude,
do here.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't
in this
argue
economy-
with the good blood oath, man. I mean, like that's that's how you know you're serious about something.
In this economy, after this pandemic, listen, the old rules are gone. At this point, this is a new world order, new tush order.
Yeah, man. Tushy and blood oath. That's what it's all about.
The Tushy world order.
A log. Shout out, Corey.
Shout out.
Oh,
Sounds like an algebra equation or some shit.
I know.
Like
I honestly
calculus.
went there
Like,
first.
oh,
And
no.
when they said log, I'm like, oh wait,
Log square one. Okay.
a natural or
I co-signed that take. Oh, Oh, math joke. Why do
And
I
on
talk?
that tangent, let's start the show. All right. Is that enough? Have we had enough poo talk? Should we take it
Is
there?
I'm
that
pushed
not
out.
what the show's about?
I don't know. We could keep it going. I mean, this is just the intro. I mean, and I
I got
know
a lot
that
of thoughts on
poos
this.
are mostly. We should have saved that for the outro for the brand sake of a poo. But I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Shout out Math and D. Hey, FF Clean Buns. Okay.
FF clean buns. Barrel with a banger. Barrel with a banger.
I don't. I don't know if I can switch that one up.
You can do it.
And Deuces was the end. Yeah, that's a good point, Joe. That's a good point, Joe. Yeah. Now I'm gonna look you in the eyes, J Mike, and say we are bros right after I come off the tushy. All right.
I'm just nope.
All right. Look, we're live. It's Tuesday. It's 9:30 Eastern ish. Heavy on that ish. Heavy on that ish bowl, baby. I don't know. We started off hot. I felt like that only lasted like 3 or 4 minutes. And you know what they say, you gotta multiply by 3. So or 4 or 5 in that case ish. Anyway, look, we got some vets, we got some rookies. J Mike, I need to get myself together here, maybe go get a quick tushy. How are you doing, my friend?
Yo, that after the first quarter of the show, tushy, my man can't even get a 20. Can we get a 20 real quick? Man. Listen, every day is a good day to grow. Happy to be here with you again, Gabe. The Pulp Premium subscribers of our Patreon got an absolute treat at the pre-show, so appreciate y'all for that. And for those that are nervous about their pre-show takes, that's just the ongoing joke. We don't really have a Patreon. But anywho, I know I didn't want to be like I was bearing my soul to you.
You can't ask Tara about her toilet paper preference. You can't lie to our listeners.
Listen, man. It's 2021. It can only go so far. Okay, it can only go so far. I'm just grateful to be here. And we got a couple of vets, we got a couple of rookies, and we've already got all the tushy talk that we could stand. So it's lit. It's lit.
I don't know what else we have in us. I feel like we've released just about everything. Let that one vibe for a moment.
I mean,
and now,
did you get it all out though? No? Yes?
We could ask Herms about camping.
Who doesn't do a pre-show tushy? Oh yeah, we're definitely getting into it. All right. So we'll start it off. We'll start off introducing our guests, a rookie to the show. One of the few times that anyone has come on our show and then like referred another person to like come on the show, and I'm like, oh, everyone should be required to do that so that our jobs are easier and we can just invite people, week after week after week. Like, oh, I have a suggestion. Next week, you should have Herms on, or whenever Herms wants to come on. So anyway, here's Herms. Shout out to the, I guess was it both of them? Did Polvo, did they both say bring on Herms? And we said, okay. So we connected and Herms is here. Sight Gang, stand up. What's good, my man? How are you doing? Welcome to the show for the very first time.
Hello. I'm gonna stop waving. That was weird. Hi. I'm Herms.
I was thinking about keeping it going just to make sure you get waving.
Hi. Hello. Yeah, but that's what people call me out here in the tweet streets. That's a term. Yeah, I talk about football sometimes, and that's some of what I do. I also talk about being really sad and eating a lot of pizza. Those are probably the 3 things, but mostly the football thing. I also play instruments, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, and that's neat. I like playing redraft. That's my preferred format for fantasy football. I'm good at it, and you cannot fact check that for my brand sake. So yeah, I don't know. Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I already lacked social skills prior to the pandemic, but like, dude, I swear this is just like I have regressed to a juvenile state. This is just like very strange. I don't even know. It's like anytime I open my mouth, I'm just like within milliseconds, I'm like, oh God, why did I start talking? And it's just like, I don't know. And then I'll just ramble on and just like, kind of, how like Michael Scott in like that one episode of The Office where it's just like, I'm just going to start a sentence and half the time I don't even know where it's going. It's kind of like that right now. So, hi, I'm Herms. Please don't follow me. Just don't do it. You don't need to. It's not worth it. Save yourselves.
Herms.
This may be the first emotional breakthrough and breakdown of open bar history.
But the night is young.
Circling, yeah.
It was like he was getting ready to come through it. And he was like, "No, I'm not ready."
Now I can't even tell if he's frozen or not. But I feel like he's just holding pose. I saw the can move. He's there. Anyway, Herms. So a few things from what you said. Actually, I probably won't remember everything that you said, but at least a couple of the things.
Does. It's fine.
Yeah. The pizza gang. All right. I think that's one of the two ways that I think I ran into you on the Twitter was the Detroit style. I already forgot the brand, but it's out at Target. I still haven't went and picked it up. We got to do a show. We got to do a show again at some point and just hound down one of those pizzas together.
Yeah, dude, let me tell you a thing or two about Outsiders Pizza. They do not sponsor me yet, but they do follow me, and they were nice enough to send me free pizza because I talk about them so much. So how about that? So basically, go to Target, find that Detroit style thing, pop that in the oven, but here's the pro tip. Undercook it for 2 minutes. Don't ask me why. It's just going to be good that way. I will do those little pepperoni cups with the grease. You're going to love it. I'm telling you, like straight up, dude. Like it is. You're like, okay, look, man, I'm a fan of like the classic New York style. Okay. Like I prefer it to be round. Now, deep dish, not really my thing, to be honest, but the exception to that rule is the Outsiders Detroit style pizza at a Target near you, maybe. So just like look for it and tell them that I sent you.
Please do, because I think Herm's got the hookup for that the first go around. So definitely. And then the second time through, and you've already mentioned it about playing instruments, is that you're in the intro game, and I will always appreciate that. And Petite Pods. Boy, howdy. That's next level, top tier intro. So shout out to you for the intros that you've come through with so far.
Well, thank you, man. And I'll tell you what, like little what is it, like VH1 behind the music, right? Like that whole thing. Okay, so like real quick, the inspiration for the whole like the like all that. So I'm a really big fan of the band Jimmy Eat World, right? And on their album Clarity.
I saw them front row.
Oh my God, I love them so much. We're gonna talk about this sometime. But like, so the last track on their album Clarity is a song called Goodbye Sky Harbor. And so like the actual like song part of it is only maybe 4 minutes long. But the entire thing is like a slow burn, like 25 minutes to just half an hour of just like a bunch of like weird like synth sounds and like just like little tricks that they're playing with like looping and just like doing all the voices and stuff, just like harmonizing and like the pop 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 pop, just like making weird noises. And I was just like, yo, Cooter Doodle is also a very big fan of Jimmy Eat World, and she asked me to do a theme song. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna do it OG style. So I just did a Jimmy Eat World like early days influenced theme song. So I kept it real simple, just like a nice C chord. And just, had myself do the and then just like low key, just like come in. Cooter Doodles. Petite Pods. Cooter Doodles. Petite Pods. Just like super low key. It was just like a lot of auto tune. Just, but like, I don't know, man. Like, that was one of my favorite things. So like, yeah,
Love it.
shout out. That was a weird thing to say. Yeah.
When I heard it, I'm not. I remember Jimmy Eat World, but I remember the what was their biggest song? That's the only one I apparently don't remember, but that I remember yeah, that's it. I felt like some of the calls were like from a newer Blink-182 era too. That's where I was going with my mind. But
bro, dude,
yeah.
I remember like I saw them on their reunion tour. It was like right when they got back together and right before Fall Out Boy broke up and like was bad. So like, dude, I mean, drove all the way to Virginia Beach for that, but like, and like Asher Roth was the opener for some reason. I don't know why, but it just
love Asher.
That's how that worked. So like, dude, I gotta say, I was obsessed with Blink-182 forever, and then I don't know, basically like once I hit like, I don't know. Once I learned that like the friend zone didn't exist, like some of their music kind of like didn't really work for me because I was like, this is a little problematic, some of these songs, but like, I don't know. Their later stuff holds up, especially the self-titled album, dude. Like, man, like with I Miss You and like Down and like Stockholm Syndrome. That's a really good song. I don't know. I'm talking entirely too much. We should move on.
Yeah, sorry. This is for the next pod where we eat pizza and talk about Blink-182 and apparently learn about Jimmy Eat World. But anyway, good to have you on for the first time and to meet you, Herms, in this platform space, my brother. On to a veteran, man. Boy, howdy. How long's it been? He might hold the record for the longest hiatus from the open bar, and it's completely disrespectful indeed. All right. So I guess the rest of the show is really just going to be about you, catering to you, KOB, Kevin O'Brien, one of the original engineers in the game. Step aside, Jeff Greenwood. Take your 2 coffees and your Splenda, the Splendineer, and kick rocks, homie. Just kidding. Shout out to Jeff. But Kevin, welcome back to the show. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing well, man. Love Jeff, by the way. The other one, I don't know, but this became a thing because since Jeff is gaining popularity, and me and Jeff connected a little bit because we both got special needs daughters. So he's a cool guy. Really, no hard feelings there at all, and it's all good. But since that happened, now like every time I search in my old tweets for FF Engineer, there's like 20 of them that pop up, and I'm like last year there's like so many of them, and it's unreal. But nonetheless, man, glad to be back. And I think like I joked with you before, I think this is the first time I've been on here since you guys were hosted on MySpace. I think it was pre-YouTube days. And it's been a real long time, and love having back. And as you know, I'm a weekly watch and listen. And
I thought it was the AOL days that we would just literally take pictures with the flip phones and then, just compile photos, and then it it's art. Podcasts have developed a bit over time, right. And now, so fortunately we can just, not do that and just talk on this beautiful StreamYard here. And
love it.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to AOL. Are they still around? Anybody remember their username from AOL?
Their emails are still active.
Actually, my wife has an AOL email, and I will always make sure to clown her for that. So, thanks for the reminder, Kev. I don't remember my username. Can't remember it. It certainly wasn't FF Man Bun.
Mine was actually Sober Irishman. That was my original fantasy football name. Because when in my 20s, I did this odd thing where I wasn't drinking. I was afraid of becoming alcoholic. Long story, but not for here. But I was Sober Irishman, and that was my AOL account.
I like it. I like the juxtaposition of sober and Irish. Very good. It's like... what's a good comp for that in football? Can you compare your AOL username to a NFL player right now, Kev? Just right off the bat. Who is the sober Irishman of the NFL?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll come back to you. Tara, she is new to the show, a rookie of sorts, but not to the FF game, not to football whatsoever. She's the only two people that are like actually repping football are the true professionals here. So anyway, Tara, part of the Vipers. Shout out to that family over there. We've had them over here as well. Good people.
Awesome.
Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm not going to tell you guys my AOL username because I will dox myself on a whole lot of stuff. So I'm going to keep that one to myself. But yeah, I'm doing great. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me. I'm relatively new to Twitter. So I don't know, for some reason, I just didn't know that Twitter was a thing. I know that sounds weird, but I was over on Instagram and didn't know like the whole Twitter universe existed for actually anything other than trolling. So so I'm very happy to be here now, and appreciate you guys for having me. And again, shout out to the Vipers. They've been awesome. Been with them for the past couple of months, and it's been going great. And they're just an incredible crew. And trying to think of any fun facts about me. Obviously, big Clemson fan. Graduated from Clemson in late 2000s, and Green Bay Packers fan. And I don't have not even any relatively close to interesting facts like Herms does, but yeah, but I'm open. If you guys have any questions? Yeah. He's hard to follow up, but yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
I can't stop thinking about, like J Mike said, that the first Clemson player that you decided to
you know what's funny? What's funny is my husband just asked me that and he's not a football fan, so he would have no idea of anything at all. He knows nothing about football. But he just asked me because he wanted to get a Clemson shirt for me. Like, who's your favorite Clemson player? And I'm like, oh, CJ Spiller. So, but I don't know what, like, Amari Rogers is just on my mind right now. I'm in the middle of a draft. So I'm on the clock right now. So I'm, pausing for you guys. But yeah, I don't know why. I'm just really excited to have him as a Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. I don't think it matters to ask what round that you're in that rookie draft, but I would imagine that the pick is just going to be Amari Rogers, no matter what.
No,
Write
it's
on the
not.
notepad.
It's a best ball. So unfortunately, we're in like around like 8, 9, 10, something like that. But yeah, and it's IDP, and I can fully admit that I am not remotely versed in IDP. So this is my first time diving in, so it's kind of interesting.
Well, best ball is a fun way to start that, to just not have to switch out all of the players throughout the year and just let it ride. IDP is a different world.
IDP, the Insane Clown Posse. That's what that stands for.
Hey, that was the third thing, Herms. Redraft, because I saw your darn tweet earlier today. This isn't necessarily like I mean, it is of sorts because we just kind of do it year round. We if we ever do talk football at some point, either tonight or throughout the year, it is sort of kind of about dynasty, and so I think I feel like I've seen that tweet before, and it was probably before I knew you, and I was like, J Mike, look at this.
Yeah, no, I've tweeted that once before, but not nearly to the same level of engagement as it got this time around.
Yeah, I bet people are hungry to be upset about something. Yeah,
it's been fun.
Yeah,
no, because like I don't know. So I mean, I'll explain it because I made the meme. I don't know. Like sometimes I feel like, and like, look, okay. Before I go any further, like I love playing Dynasty. It is something I absolutely adore doing because like this is my first year playing Dynasty football. But prior to this, I was in deep with Dynasty baseball, and I was in the same league for like 3-4 years, just like really learning the format, and like especially like with fantasy baseball, like just like way more things to consider, all that, and like dude, like the whole thing, like super cool, super awesome. But like sometimes I don't know, I get like I don't know, like sometimes there's like passive language that gets used by people being like, yeah, well, you know, if you're trying to step it up and, you know, get into the, you know, into the big show, if you're really trying to get serious, it's like, bro, like look, like they're different games. I mean, like it's all okay, like look, yeah, it's based around the same premise, but it's just like, I don't know, man, like if you're looking, like it's I don't know, dude, just like, you know, because like Dynasty is just like, yo, stock market, what's up? And then Redraft is just like week to week, oh my lord. And then it's just like, I don't know, it's like, you know, week to week stakes are higher. But then like with Dynasty, it's just like you have to think about like rookie drafts and like all this other stuff. So it's just like, look, man, like both things are cool, but like one thing's not better than the other. You know what I mean? And like 98% of people that engage with my tweet were like, I vibe with that. So, you know, like I don't know.
That's it. I'm going to Twitter right now. Yeah. I don't care at all.
Like, I don't know, like no, because like, I don't know, like the community for the most part is like pretty cool about a lot of stuff sometimes. So, but like every now and then it's just like, you know, being like, oh, redraft noob, and I'm like, man, like, come on, dude, like, it's my first love, okay? Like, let me have this, okay? You know what I mean? And but like, I don't know. Exactly, you know what I mean? It's just like, dude, and like if you're gonna get all like gung ho about like my format's the best, and it's just like, I don't know. It's a game. Is like any game really better than another game? I don't know. Analyze that. So just like, it's fun. It's a fun thing for fun. Fun is meant to be fun for fun for fun. So that's my take.
We've never had fun on this show once, so we can't accept that answer, but we will potentially circle back to it. No, you're right. You're right, Herms. Just do your thing. Anyway, sorry, tangents. From Tara to Steph. Do you have a theme song yet, Steph? I feel like that.
Wow.
Oh, wait, no, you do. Well, no, you do. Well, you got you have the podcast.
It's not quite as annoying.
Steffi Smalls.
It's supposed to sound like Biggie Smalls. Don't you butcher it now.
I guess I inadvertently did that with when I composed a tweet for this show. If you don't know, now you know, Steffi.
Hey.
All right. Sorry, I would never. It's Steph. It's Steph.
It doesn't matter.
Steffi Smalls. Small talk with Steffi Smalls, FTN Network. Anyway, welcome back to the show. A veteran to the show. We don't know when the last time it was, but we know you said Zaddy, and more importantly, J Mike said Zaddy. And so Steph, what's good? Welcome back. How you doing?
I just want to throw this out there before Steffi goes. I had that expunged, but go ahead, Steffi.
I don't even know what that means.
I have a few things to say, as I always do. If you follow or don't follow me, you know I have things to say because I'm everywhere. So the whole thing that I was so excited about is I was going to make history on this show, but since we rambled about toilet paper, I drank my Surge like almost completely, and I'm going to need another one. So like, I promised myself I wasn't going to be as loud on this episode as my last appearance. And now I can't really make promises. I have not gotten free White Claws yet. So I think that I wish White Claw had as much respect as Herm's Pizza Company. I forget the name already. I just know it's something I enjoy.
Near you, maybe.
And so these are my comments so far. And I like kind of took notes. First of all, very excited, Tara, Kevin. Two people that I love on Twitter. So very excited to be on with, and you guys up there. Okay. And I think I figured out my problems relationship wise. I think I need a husband that doesn't watch football. So I'm loving that vibe, and I kind of love that journey for me. And then also shout out to Cold T, who was hoping for a shout out. And so he gets that right now. So what's up, Cold T? How are you? And J Mike, obviously, man bun, whatever you want to go by. Same as Steffi, same thing. I'm excited to be back. So thanks for having me. It's nice to not be a rookie this time around.
Whatever I want to go by. I think that's the point of my handle is I don't care what I go by.
I think it was clean buns.
Clean buns. Yeah. Yeah.
clean bun.
If you stick around long enough, you'll figure out that I have many monikers for every week of the show, according to Mr. J Mute Check.
Just so versatile.
So versatile. That's right. All right. Well, 40 minutes in, we've done the intro. We've done the intros for the guests.
I blame myself.
Come on, man. You're staying on brand.
Time's flying, man. This is great. This is perfect.
Brand awareness.
Perfect.
It's very important.
For the brand. For the brand.
Staying on brand.
J Mike, do you have anything that you want to talk about? Should we circle back to poo stuff, or is it true that in the southern hemisphere that toilets flush the other direction, or like water like goes the other direction? Is that true? I'm 30 years old and I don't know that.
I think that's
But-
how gravity works.
Is that
Also
what?
a very good song by John Mayer.
Oh,
Gravity. But like,
John Mayer.
dude.
oh, you really do connect with Cooter, don't you? She vibes with that disgusting man, John.
Hey, man, dude, okay, like he has his
No, I'm
flaws,
just
don't get me
spicy
wrong,
'cause
but
of
he
Taylor.
plays guitar like a beautiful angel. I adore John Mayer as a guitar player.
Yeah, he's good. He hangs around my hometown a lot, actually, in Montana.
Nice.
Creep.
Never mind.
There's some unresolved stuff between you and John Mayer, and I didn't recognize that. Again, we'd have another breakthrough and breakdown on the open bar.
Wait, Steph, what was the show we were on? We were talking about your body is a wonder.
Oh
I don't
my
remember.
gosh.
I don't remember
Here
what that
y'all go.
was, but it was just like, I hate that song.
That's one of my go-to karaoke jams, bro.
Okay, that's fine there,
It
but
was-
it was
it was the
used as a-
Zaddy episode.
Oh, it was. What is
No,
this
I have
show?
no idea.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sadness.
It was
All right,
no.
all
I
right.
remember it was used for it was on the Getting Freaky playlist. Someone
You
said,
know what? Y'all,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
It's true.
Y'all,
It's
y'all
true.
are.
Baby making.
"So Herms, would you use that on a freaky playlist? You wouldn't, right? Herms, come on, bro.
Me putting together a freaky playlist, dude. I don't
But
know.
you
man.
wouldn't put no. You wouldn't put your body. Are you? Come on.
I mean, dude, I don't know what I would actually. No, you know what I would do, dude? If I was putting together like a freaky playlist, I'm talking like Ohio
J Mike's
players.
so nervous.
I'm talking, just like really take it by like Marvin Gaye. You know what I mean? Just
Okay,
like
there we
really just
go.
like set that mood. You know what I mean? Like I would just throw it back for real. Like if I was gonna try and get down and do stuff, then like yeah, man, I don't know, just like get the jams involved and be like, hey, check it out, there's horns. Like I don't know. That was why am I talking? But yes, yeah, I don't know.
Horns.
This-
It's it. Why am I talking?
Hey, baby, you hear those horns?
Yeah, I definitely question half of the things that I say, but
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, or like I don't know, something like Earth, Wind, and Fire or something, just like really get the mood going, my dude. Yeah, man, dude, you remember? Just like yeah, dude, I'm here for it. Just like all the vibes all the time with you, boy. People say I sound like Pete Davidson. Is that true?
I think there's a little vibe to that. Yeah, sure.
Okay, because like I don't know, people keep saying that, and I'm just like, I don't get it, because I'm not from New York, so like that's already strike one. And then like I don't know, so that's something.
Well, if you don't think it, then no, you don't. No.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Take that, world. Yeah,
You can find Herm's freaky Spotify playlist on the Open Bar Patreon, patreon.com/the Open Bar. J Mike, you were saying?
There's just levels of I'm gonna leave that. Moving on. I did have a hard pivot here. I do have a game I'd like to play.
Oh my goodness.
If you all are up for this game.
I like games.
Sweet. Herms is in. Steph, Tara, KLB.
Of
Game time.
Love a good game. Yeah, of course.
outstanding.
It's only been 45 minutes. Let's play a game, man.
I mean,
We had to get to know each other first.
insert Gabe Jeff. Now we finna get into it.
Let's go.
All right. For those that may or may not know, here in Ohio, we are still dealing with the cicadas, the constant hum, buzz of the cicadas. No, I do not want you to bring them back. I have the all natural soundtrack 24/7 just running out there in the bamboo. So I'm gonna need you to cease and desist. Play
all
what?
Right.
All right. So I got a game I like to play. It's called Cicadas or Cicadon't. Cicadas or Cicadon't. Okay. All right, here we go. So
do I have to wait? Do I have to spell cicadas like DOES, or do I spell the actual name of the insect?
You are much better at the punchlines than I will ever be, Gabe. I trust your creativity to win the viewers who are viewing this live, 9:30 p.m. Eastern-ish.
Now you're catching on.
My man, this is your moment. Cicadas or Cicadon't. It's the name of the game. The game is played as such, partnered up in teams. And in these teams, you're going to have to decide with the information that I'm going to give you. Now, this could be football related. It could be non-football related. You have to decide whether it does or it don't. All right. That's all I'm giving you. Well, I'll give you an example. All right. So, for example, this season, Saquon Barkley. Yes, I'm going at you already, Steph. Saquon Barkley finishes. This is just an example question, just for the sake of the game. Saquon Barkley finishes as a top 5 running back on the season. Cicadas or Cicadon't. Now, partners are as follows. Tara, you are going to be partnered with our veteran KOB. Herms, you are going to be partnered with the veteran Steffi Smalls. You all have to come to a conclusion as to whether or not you agree. And Gabe, the beauty of this is, since you're not technically playing in this one, you get to be the judge and award points. And that way I can keep my hands clean and everybody can be upset with you.
Wow.
This is what do people call a win-win for me. And this is awesome. I get to tell the questions and I get no blame. This is beautiful. All right.
You know who loses here is Herms, because there's only one answer to this question.
That's where I was going, Taylor. I was so ready to hit the chat. I was like,
win.
Yes. Oh wait, it's already
Cicada,
there.
What you did.
Cicada Quan Barkley. That's strong.
Good job. Hey,
That is
wait. J Mike.
Yes.
I just remembered. Well, first of all, is there a way to like win this in the chat for a SFB 11 spot?
Yes, because we have been empowered to give a spot away.
Yeah.
Yes, we might as well.
Wow.
Scott Bisbal. It's for the Scott Bisbal. The 11th
Got a Blair Witch vibe.
For the Scott
You
Bisbal.
guys know I'm a regular watch and listener of the Open Bar, right? I'm here every week in the chat, hanging out with you guys. I'm moving Herms to my 101 recurring guest that you need to have. He fits the show perfectly.
This is good. This is strong. Now, I don't know how. I don't know how your current partner in this game feels about you saying that the other team has the 101, but hey, that's not my business, and I'm not here for the. All right, here we go. I would say rookies go first, but I've got the rookies split up. So in this instance, rookie ladies go first. Tara, would you like football related, life related, or nonsense related question for the first off on cicadas or cicadon't?
I'll start us off with football.
Outstanding. Cicadas or cicadon't? Just embrace it. Hey. Just go snorting everything.
It's these damn surges.
Is that Steph, you
Mind your
snort?
business, clean buns. Mind your business, clean buns.
Mind your business. All right, snort talk with Steffi Smalls.
All right. I'm gonna mute myself now.
Right. This first question is for obviously Tara and KOB. First question goes to you all, but obviously everyone gets to answer, right? Your favorite collegiate wide receiver was actually also a good NFL wide receiver. Cicadas or Cicadont. In this instance, for me, my answer would be Cicadont because it was Sammy Watkins, shout out, who was my absolute favorite wide receiver ever and has continued to break my heart season after season after season. So, Tara, KOB, you get to team up and answer your favorite wide receiver. Did they either make it or break it, Cicadas or Cicadont, when it comes to when they went from college to pros? Let's hear it. You only get one answer.
So quick thing about me is that year that rookie year that came out, I had Mike Williams 101. So let's go Clemson with this one and say Mike Williams and does. Say K does.
Cicadas? Okay.
Terry, gonna jump on board with Mike Williams and Clemson?
So I'll agree with you. Mine's a don't though, because
Dissension.
Woo, controversy.
Okay, we can go with another one. I can give you another one. Because the don't part is that you liked him in college but not in pros, right?
Yeah, you guys have 5 seconds.
Herms and I are so screwed for this.
I love Mike Williams. It's been a little up and down in the pros. I'm not gonna lie.
So my other one would be Fuller. Loved Fuller in college and then loved him in the pros.
Okay.
So mine for me is Hunter Renfrow because he was so crucial to our legacy. That's
a sick tone, don't.
Our dominance, our dynasty, if you will. And he's a don't, but I love him.
I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. That's good. Wow. Not only could you all not agree for the purpose of the game, but then y'all start giving very different answers for what the profiles of these receivers are. This is what people need. This is perfect.
Give me a break.
Okay. So this is incomplete for you all. An incomplete there. You couldn't get on the same page. No team morale there. Y'all got to figure it out. Steffi and Herms. Herms has left. I don't know if this is true. Oh, he's still there. Oh, wow. Okay. Hand puppets. I can dig it.
My face for this?
Cicadas
No, I think
or Cicadont? Yeah. What we got, Steph? What we got, Herms?
All right, you go first, Steph.
Wait, are we all answering the same question? I was like getting so excited to say nonsense.
You all have to decide. Yeah, this is for
Okay,
you to
go ahead.
decide as a team.
You can do it.
Okay. No, you go first, Fingers.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Fingers.
All right. Well, I guess if I'm going to go with my favorite college wide receiver, what do I say? Okay. Well, actually, you know who I really like? I really like Juju Smith-Schuster a lot. He was really good. Okay. And then he became pretty good. And then he became, I don't know. So
strong.
Analyze that.
Strong.
So
can you get on board with us?
Yeah, I can get behind that. I think that's okay. I'm still one of the people, Juju can TikTok his way away from everyone else's rosters. I'm still bought in on Juju. I'm okay with his talent level. I think that people are giving up on a young kid a little too quick because he caught into an app that all of us idiots also are on a different app. So look at us being a little hypocritical. So I will agree with my partner over there. Cicadu.
I seriously have to ask if I just lost to Ubi.
It's okay,
Did
guys.
I lose to Ubi? And if y'all don't know Ubi, you need to look it up.
I'm just.
This is who I am.
I don't even know.
We know Ubi.
Come on, you got to know Ubi. Am I that old? My kids are that old.
Looks like we have a screen share coming.
Let's
And
go,
a
buddy.
Tangent.
Oh,
Woohoo!
Lord. Gabe, who gets the point here? We have the combination answer of Mike Williams, Hunter Renfrow, Will Fuller, 3-for-1 special with Team Terra, and then we have on Team Herms. We have I don't even remember who y'all said.
Sorry,
Juju,
I missed that last one. My hand was
Juju,
talking. Who did we say?
Juju. Come on.
Oh,
Corvette.
wow, that was a really good answer from my hand.
It was
I
a
really
great
appreciate that.
answer. Well done.
All right, Gabe, who you got?
Sorry, I was looking up Ubi. Oh, wait. Oh, it is. Okay, now it makes sense. All right.
It's literally a kid
that was
show
a good-
about
that
hand
was-
puppets. I mean,
That's
Oh
a
my
good
God.
It was a good reference. Yeah, you deserve more props for that for sure.
thank you.
All right.
Screen share that so I
well-
don't get like.
We'll come to that screen share in just a moment and see
Cool.
how what creepy
Save me
things we
there.
can find about Ubi, like we have in the past about other screen shares. All right, it's like a segment of the show. So what am I?
It's
What
better
am?
than the McDonald's one. Come on, it's gonna be better than McDonald's. screen share.
Yeah, I'd hope so. It's creepy, bro. All right, so I just pick which answer or answer in parentheses S I like more.
That is correct.
We gave a lot of answers. Doesn't that give us like bonus points?
Yeah.
Listen, that's
And we
in
actually
the
gave-
eye.
And
That's
I
in the eye
want
of
to
the
sell
judge.
it. We gave thought process.
I know we
behind
need
it.
a
Guys,
cross examination.
Okay,
Mike.
Herms and I are
Cross-examine.
thinking. We did not think. Okay, take that as
Well,
an-
I wasn't even involved with our pick. That was my hand, man. You didn't even ask me.
Okay,
so,
I'm sorry.
I was gone the whole time.
All right.
Oh, geez. Well, what are we? Are we analyzing this?
This is-
I think
This is the
FF
cross-examina-
Clean
examination.
Buns is analyzing this.
And we're
Facts.
trying to pitch it.
So he's trying to pass the buck off to your boy for this. Is that what I'm hearing?
This is about to be a point that F Clean Buns is either giving or not giving, depending on how he loves your answers.
On theater alone, I thought I did a pretty good job.
That's a good point, but I don't know if that is part of the point system. Is it J Mike, or is it just purely the player?
It's you.
Where
It's for you
are
to
what are the
decide.
bylaws of this game, J Mike?
Nope,
Okay.
nope.
Sakay does or Sakay don't.
Does performance art mean nothing anymore?
I'm so biased because I love Mike Williams, but Tara hated him. So
She's like, yeah, but he really don't for me. It's like, dang.
why do you hate Mike Williams? Justin Herbert's there now. You know what? I think I like the Juju answer. I think it lines up. Tara, I'm just still I'm taken aback that you would say no to Mike Williams, but you would say yes to Hunter Renfrow. That is just so
No, I
weird.
said don't.
That
I
really
said
threw me.
don't.
That really threw me. I thought I was giving her a layup, and then she
I
just
know.
like, blocked it. I'm like, come on.
I said I
that's one
love
of
him,
those-
but he says okay, don't.
That's
I
one of
never
those
win
alley-oop
anything,
girls.
so this is really cool. I'm gonna tell my parents. I'm like really excited.
As you should. As you
Like, oh
should.
my God, Dad! Check it out!
Point
Me and-
awarded to Team Herms.
Me and Ubi won something.
Next up, Team
It was a
Herms.
good
Since
pick.
since you all scored the point, you get to choose now. Which question would you like? Would you like a nonsense question, or would you like a live question?
Herms and I love nonsense, so I'm gonna pick nonsense. How do you feel about that, Herms?
I think we just had nonsense.
What do you think my answer
That was
is?
nonsense.
All
I
right.
think you could go either way.
So let me ask you this: if you had to come up with, let's just say, a reason or any specific cheat code, if you will, to get you and your entire family into the Scott Fish Bowl, if there was anything that you could either say or do to appeal to Scott Fish in reference to getting you, your homies, your friends, everybody that you love, all your loved ones, into Scott Fish, just for nonsense sake, what would you say to Scott Fish to do that?
We can't pay him.
Cicadas or cicadons?
I mean, we
What
can't.
is it?
You don't have to pay him, but you could just tell him in person.
I have a
No
great answer, personally. But
Huh?
oh my
Looky
god,
there.
he's a person? I thought it was a fish.
Oh,
What is-
man.
I've been duped this entire time.
Huh?
What is? Where are
look
the
at there.
gills? I can't see them. Oh gosh, this is too much. I can't comprehend this. Oh,
That Herms guy is crazy. Oh, man.
And you let him in.
it's got fish. Oh my god.
Did you guys already talk about cicadas and already talk about butts and stuff?
Mhm.
Oh,
Well,
There was tushy talk. You should know.
man.
Oh no.
Just
My
your
setup is
typical
falling.
open bar, it sounds like.
hey.
Oh god. Everything is falling down.
Oh man, what's going on, Gabe, J
good.
Mike,
What's good?
everyone,
How you feeling, Scott?
everyone? It's a big room tonight. Lots of people going on in here.
Oh god. I
How
spilled
you
my
doing,
drink.
Scott?
Oh Jesus.
Busy.
Hey, Kevin, long time.
Long time,
When's
man.
the new podcast get back up, or the old podcast
This week.
restart?
This week, man. Gonna do a
Nice.
solo this week.
Very nice.
And then I got Ryan, Chad Parsons, and Bloom scheduled.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
I did.
And once you get through your DMs, I have an invite outstanding to you.
Oh yeah, they're scary.
But that usually takes a while, so I'm
Yeah.
Oh god.
cool. We've been through
Did
that.
you say
enough.
bears?
What did I do?
Oh, man.
What did I do?
Like the theme.
I unplugged my computer. Oh no. Oh god.
Herbs is having a meltdown.
I didn't.
I was
You can
doing-
continue with your game. I'm just
Oh,
hanging
God.
out. You can keep
I
the
was
game.
doing the hand puppet thing, and then a whole lot of stuff happened.
Herms.
Oh, hi.
Listen, I need your help because you're the creative person, and I would just end up going to
Oh.
Scott's DMs and being pathetic. So I need you to come up with a more
Here we go.
creative option. So,
Okay.
like, I'm not the person to ask this question, so I need you here. I need you
The boys
to
are back in
use
town.
the
Okay.
creative brain that you are, because what I would do as a Twitter semi-professional is I would just slide right in the DMs and I would be pathetic. So we need your brain here.
Okay, so the good news. Okay, so I mean, there's layers to this plan. So there's 3 steps. Basically, I recruit all of my friends that I know from my musician days, right? So, because I mean, for those who don't know, I was like even when I was in college. I mean, I was a working musician on weekends to put myself, instead of having like a part-time job, I would just perform covers at like bars and stuff on weekends. So it's like that's my background. That's where the performing comes from. So I know some Beastie Boys songs, right?
Oh,
So-
nice.
So basically,
Well done, Herms. You are smart.
so here's the thing. Me and my friends used to be really, really good at performing Sabotage. Especially because, like, think about it. Like, you hear the tone of my voice. Like,
Yeah.
I could easily do the I can't stand it. I planned it. Gonna set it straight this Watergate. So, like, I've
That's
already
pretty
got
awesome.
that down.
Wow.
Pretty
So,
good. Pretty good.
So yeah, so step 1, put together a group of my musician friends that are all really good at the various instruments in order to perform the song Sabotage by Beastie Boys. Step 2, find an abandoned warehouse near where Scott Fish lives. And
Now I don't
lure
know
him
if I
there.
love where this is going.
No, it
I
sounds.
got excited too early.
No, but here's the thing. It sounds bad, but it's really good. So we'll like set up just like a whole like, charity concert for stuff. And then he'll see it and be like, wow, charity for stuff? This sounds great. I heard these guys are good at Beastie Boys songs too. So then step 3, Scott shows up, hears me go, I can't stand it. And just like, and then at the end of the song, I'm like, I really like fantasy football. And then he'll be like, oh my God, this guy is incredible. I have to invite this band to be in the Scott Fish Bowl. There it is.
There you go.
That's it. It's a long con. It requires a lot of travel and talking to people I haven't spoken to in years. But trust me, it's effective.
It'd be worth it. That's
That-
awesome. That's very
that
awesome.
sounds very cicadas. Okay.
Cicadas indeed.
Okay, very good.
Jeff have
Tara.
to like agree with that first.
So, so I
I
want to
cannot
say
reach those notes.
that was a fun answer, but you guys really want. So, are we getting the same question, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And J Mike, can you rephrase it to make sure I heard what you?
Sure thing. You can choose the cicadas route or the cicadont route. It feels like Herms and stuff where it's kind of straddling the line there of cicadas or maybe a cicadont. I don't know, but essentially, and obviously, I had a feeling deep down in my heart that Scott Fish was behind the veil, if you will. But essentially, if you had to make one appeal to be able to get you and all your loved ones into Scott Fish Bowl, what would you say or what would you do? Like, how would you go about doing that?
Okay, so unfortunately, this will be like a real serious answer because I know Scott so long, and I know what will work with Scott. Okay. First thing will be that I tell them that they've been playing since there were touchdown only leagues, and they're really into fantasy football. They're all Belvini 18 fans, and they do all kinds of charity leagues on their own right before getting into Scott Fish. They've applied since SFB 12.
This is collusion.
And they've never been in.
This is diabolical.
But the key is they've been on Twitter. They've never badmouthed Scott Fish Bowl. They know the idea of what's behind it, getting people together, and they've supported every year despite not getting in.
Okay. Two things with that answer. One, Tara, are you on board with KOB's answer there?
I am. Cicadas, and I also just want to say, fuck pickles. Pickles are horrible.
Oh wow. The second thing I wanted to say is, and I love where you are going with this, but here's the plot twist. You all forgot that the actual judge for the game isn't exactly Scott Fish. It's still FF Clean Buns himself. So
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan. I like that too. Gabe, what do you have here? Who gets the point for this?
Wait. Before he answers, I want to say this is a little bit biased because he's also the show host, and he's getting the benefit of Herm's fun answer for content to his show. But mine was much too serious and not that good for content.
Listen, I'm not giving the point.
Scott should answer.
I think you're doubting FF Clean Buns.
Can he be a co-judge?
He can't stand it.
All right,
He knows
now
I
you're
planned it.
kissing up.
I mean, no matter what I say, Scott can be like, nah. Man, that's interesting, J Mike, because they basically both just professed their love for Scott. Had nothing to do with me, the judge. What happened to the Ish Bowl? Am I right? So
I gave you a fun nickname, to be fair.
That was a good. I did enjoy that. I'm sure J Mike may have written that down already. So shoot, man. Why'd you have to do the Beastie Boys thing? But Kev's got history, man. He really like hit on so many different categories that I too know about Scott. I was a little disappointed that he did not pronounce the Scotch correctly. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Close
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, well. It's just.
So I get points that
great,
I actually sent it to him.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
All right. Because I respect history. But gosh darn it, I respect the Beastie Boys. So that was great. But I think you threw me off, even though you brought it back with the warehouse thing.
It has to be a spacious venue. I mean, come on. I've booked shows before. You need to make sure that there's an optimal capacity.
When you're throwing a charity show for stuff, you got to have lots of room.
Exactly. Charity for stuff is very serious by nature. So, you gotta make sure that you got it correct in full effect. You know what I mean?
You didn't want the Uber to, be too expensive. I see that.
Exactly, man. You gotta make sure keep it fresh, man.
One question, Herms.
Mm-hmm.
At this charitable event at this warehouse,
Yeah.
likely there will be things served, right? There's stuff being given away, or whatever you said, things, stuff, charity, blah blah blah, all the words. What's being served there?
Well, that depends, because I know just because of where he's from doesn't mean that homeboy loves Prince, but is Scott Fish, is his wife showing up? Because if we're trying to appeal to the Fish family, then I really got to milk the Prince thing. You know what I mean? Because, a little bit of the backstory that I know, that's a thing that would be a good idea. But also, the safe answer is always barbecue potato chips, because everybody loves those.
All right. And for that, I have to say KOB. He is my cicadas of sorts, just based on history, and I really just wanted someone to say Balvenie, but no one would say it. But no one would say it. So.
I almost said it right when he said I'm like, it's Balvenie. It's it's really a funny pronunciation for that whiskey. It's good stuff though. Yeah, definitely good stuff though.
Indeed.
Oh man.
So
all right.
Yeah, I've only got one question left, and I think it's only fitting that since Scott's here, give him the syrup. Oh my gosh,
give him the syrup, man. Give him the syrup.
Just give him the syrup. It was around this time last year, Scott, what we talked about, and you were here for the show. And again, this is a cicadas or cicadont. And I will say for this question, I will 100% overrule any absurd answers, because I will not consider them for what we're going to be doing. But about this time last year, Scott, we talked about how you were inspiring so many people to do outstanding things in the community. One of which we were able to do last year was the Open Bar Best Ball-ish Charity League. That was a lot of fun that we got to have last year. We had 26 people. So the question is, y'all, and you all choose. Obviously, this is the life question per se. We've got to figure out, obviously, not whether or not we're doing Best Ball-ish 2 this year, but essentially how many people. Like, what is a feasible thing to jump to? Not like a Scott Fish, like normal number to like something crazy because, I just want to be able to do that. Not 1440, nothing crazy. We had, mind you, 28 people, including Gabe and I last year. How many people should be in Best Ball-ish come next? What is it?
So,
is it 2 months?
I got experience with this a little bit, doing a mini thing like this. So last year at the SFB satellites weren't a big thing. Scott didn't really put them together. So I did a Copy League satellite for SFBX, and I went up to 72 teams, and it was pretty manageable. And I'm willing to help you guys set it up if you want on MFL.
Ooh, an intern.
I definitely could commission it. It's not that hard once you do it once. 72 is manageable to me.
Strong.
It's like six times 12, I think, is, if I'm not too Jack and Danieled up right now.
No,
Tara, are you on board with KLB's answer of 72 there?
100%.
All right, cicadas. There we go. Very good. Herms, Steph, feasible number from 28. Let's hear it.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to jump in right away and say that I'm not very smart. Hey, I'm going to defer to my partner on this one, because I took Algebra 2 3 times in high school. So let's just not ask me this question.
And I cheated in calculus, so I am going to agree with KOB. So on this note, I will agree and defer the win to this team, because obviously my team does not have a good math standpoint. Yes, you can get into medical school by cheating in calculus, but don't tell anyone that, please.
But I will say, even though we are copying the answer, at least we are doing so with full transparency, full honesty, and with the integrity necessary to provide good quality content for the people that are watching the open bar. Because if there's one thing that Herms can hang his backward camouflage Tractor Supply hat on, it is honesty.
Wait, is this guy selling cheating as honesty? Come on.
If you haven't seen the video of me telling my dad that that's what I felt like I needed to do, it's very worth listening to.
Yeah, because like here's the thing, you know what I mean? Like
I haven't seen
life itself is a very complicated journey in which there are no concrete answers to anything, really. I mean, for the most part, we are just going based off of the track record of the intuitions of those who came before us. So if we are really to truly understand anything, it is
This is really
paramount.
deep, man. Just like
It is-
say number of leagues.
It is paramount. It is vitally
That's it.
important for us to admit, in the words of Operation Ivy, all I know is that I don't know nothing. So, at the end of the day, yes, was there a better, more thought out answer given? Yes, there was. But what's more admirable? That or the pair of people willing
This guy.
to admit when they know they just don't have
No,
what it takes. Because that
I don't
is the
co-sign that
virtuous-
statement.
Okay, don't.
You lost her.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't. She does. You are no longer
I
team
can't
Zaddy.
agree. I can't. I don't support it. I can't support that. I don't support. There's a whole story to it, but again, we won't elaborate. And I will go over to KOB's team.
So what I really meant
We
was
don't get
ignore
Tara's
everything
AOL
I
stream
said.
name. We don't get Steph's backstories. What is this place? Herms, you were
All
saying?
right.
So by
just wanna
virtue
call it a
of us
comeback.
having the worst answer, we technically had the best answer.
Oh man.
Because
Wow.
what is judgment at the end of the day?
Okay, they need to lose points now.
It's all
Like-
subjective.
Yeah, Gabe. I don't
So
know if you
we-
noticed this.
They
but
started
after-
strong, but we recovered.
Yeah, this was literally the last question. There was 1 point
Man.
each for each team. You judge this. Now you have to actually declare a winner of this game. So have fun with that while I go get some water. All right.
Wow.
3 questions, we won 2 of them, right?
FF water check. Dang. It's rude.
We should have swept on Mike Williams still, though, Tara. I mean,
I know,
I'm still hurt by that.
I fumbled.
Tell me-
I did.
Yeah,
fumbled.
but either way, we made a comeback with the last 2, I think.
Herms, I appreciate the cross examination. It
I
went
watched a
super
lot of Law and
philosophical.
Order, dude. I watched
Yeah.
a lot of Law and Order.
And
Herms is the tangent champion here.
yep, the only thing that I know is that I know nothing. That's a good one. Socrates in the building. Or Aristotle, or one of them guys. That think.
Operation-
Socrates.
We're not going to fact check you.
All right, perfect. Yeah, look it up. What's the Operation what? What'd you say? Because I didn't understand what you said when
Oh,
you said
the legendary Bay Area punk band Operation
Oh,
Ivy from
okay.
yeah, dude. Like,
Gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
dude. The
I
song
don't-
Knowledge, it's the first song off their only album, dude. Like, check out Operation Ivy if you're a fan of Rancid. That's where Rancid originated from. So shout out Operation Ivy. Great band.
Herms, I am fake punk AF. I knew Blink 182 and a few others, I suppose, growing up, but I'm very surface level punk. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I got all the tattoos and stuff necessary. So I got
Heyo.
Yeah.
All covered.
Wait, surface level as in you don't even know Rancid? Or
I
you
know
didn't-
Rancid. No,
Okay, I was gonna say that's
yeah, that was
that's
about
pretty
to-
that's pretty surface level there.
my heart was racing there for a minute. I was like, dude,
And Outcry the Wolves is awesome.
oh, such a great dude. Maximum Murder, just insane bass solo by Matt Freeman, dude. Yeah, big fan.
Looks like you should have went with Rancid versus the Beastie Boys. Oops. All right. Look, Kev, Tara, you really only gave the only answer. What number did you say? 72? 144? I don't even know.
72.
Because you were throwing different numbers, but I wasn't sure if 72
No,
was the final
144
answer.
was the chat. My
Okay,
YouTube chat, somebody
gotcha.
brought up 144. 72 is my answer.
All right. 72 it is. Is it? Does it? Really? Scott Fish is dealing with, over 14. Do you have a number yet? I know I ask you this like every time, but is there a number yet, Scott?
Not a public one.
Gotcha. Just trying to be open bar exclusive here. But anyway, we're sweating 72. Gee.
Are there going to be 72 people that even want to play with this game?
Oh, you'll get 72
It's a lot
easy.
of 70 people.
You'll be
I
people
don't know.
away.
I'll definitely participate in this. It sounds fun.
You'll be turning
Sweet.
people away even at 72.
It's best ball, right? I mean, you can
Yeah,
get,
best ball.
It's
you can
easy
get
to
70
get people.
people.
There's no reason
Yeah.
not to
Best
do
ball.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and people get to literally people get to choose their own charity, and if you win, then obviously you have a large portion of this that goes to your charity that you choose. It's
I wanna
amazing.
play.
So
But
I'll
still,
give you the
that's-
cheat
that's a
code
lot
with
of people.
these leagues. The cheat code is the signups. So as long as and I can do it. I can host it if you need to. Is you just get people to send you a sign up form. You create it. I even did it on my free blog WordPress. You just do a sign up thing, and then I can get all of the emails together, and then I copy them over to set up the franchises on MFL, and from there it's pretty easy.
Wow,
Okay.
this wow, love it when a plan comes together. Thanks,
we-
Gil.
Definitely, I'm definitely willing to help.
We
you.
have someone to set up the league for us, J Mike. It sounds like we have nothing to do. Herms, we already have our first entry as well as the previous 28. I would hope, so we're at 29 already.
It's worked out well.
I got you.
Great.
Come on.
Dude.
This is easy.
Rock and star. Rock and star. That's good. I'm excited, but yeah, I'm excited to be able to get that back up because that was a lot of fun last year and did a lot of good for a lot of different charities, which was encouraging to be able to be a part of. So shout out to everybody who's in open bar best ball ish, and we'll see what round 2 looks like. But before we get ready to get to outros and everything else, is there anything else that's pressing on y'all's hearts? What do y'all want to get into?
I need him to screenshot Ubi.
You're
I mean,
only an
don't leave
hour
me
and
hanging
20
there.
minutes in.
Sorry.
How are
I
you
know.
even to outros by this point?
No,
Isn't that
we're
like
not
a-
even close. We have a whole
No.
Ubi breakdown coming
That's
in
like
hot
a
here.
2-hour
go.
mark.
I need to be saved with my Ubi take. That's pretty strong that nobody got.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to embarrass you like that. That was unfair.
I
Right.
really only came on to ask Tara what happened to Jamie Harper at Clemson because he was going to be the next big thing. I'm so mad that it didn't work out. Jamie Harper came out of high school like 6 foot, 235-pound back, just a bowling ball that ran a 4.32, and by the time the combine hit, he was like a 4.55 guy. CJ Spiller was too awesome at Clemson that he just couldn't get much of a role there, but. Man, JB Harper coming out of high school. I thought he was the next big thing. That just upset me.
So that
Well,
was,
Tara?
that was my time. That was my time when I was in school. That was a very confusing time. Where we had a lot. Yeah, we had a lot of unfortunate things going on. We had a lot of confusion and disappointment at quarterback. We had a lot of the end of the Bowden era.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was an unfair time. I'm gonna say that it was just an unfair time.
I think I like to believe because he put up the bench like 25, 30 times at the combine. I like to believe he just put on too much muscle and it slowed him down too much, and that was the end of it. I don't know. I'm just sad that he never panned out. I loved watching that guy. All right.
What do you think about Amari Rogers, though, Scott?
I heard you talking about it a little earlier. Yeah, it's so can you tell me definitively where Aaron Rodgers is going to be? So I can answer that better.
I can confirm. He's going to be in Green Bay. I can personally confirm that.
He owns property there.
He's got to go back to get his stuff. I mean, he hasn't cleaned out his locker yet, so he's got to go back for that at least. I mean,
Tara, I feel like those are some really strong sources that you're leaning into all the way from Houston for you to really have that inside track in Green Bay.
Source.
That's-
Dude,
it's
trust
a Green Bay Packers Reddit actually. So
I'm gonna, You're in Houston. I'm gonna be in Dallas next week, and I am not excited for that. I was looking at the weather; it's gonna be like 90. That's
it's ridiculous.
I don't want to be. As a Minnesota boy who's used to like cold weather, the thought of 90-degree days down in Dallas does not sound fun to me at all. Oh man,
It's at the point now where you try to run cold water and you don't even get cold water. So
real. Oh wow,
It's true. I've just started to notice that. I always think of like when that transition is of like, oh, cold water's gone. That was because I'm in Austin, Tara, by the way. So I feel you, and I know.
wow.
you're in the cool part of Texas.
Yeah, of sorts. Yeah.
I remember growing up and turning
Houston's
on the faucet and it doesn't start coming, and you're like, oh, the pipes are frozen. Slightly different situation up here, I think.
Wait, J Mike. Oh wait. Two things.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Do you see that? Oh wait, we brought that up on the show, didn't we? Or no, I don't know if we brought it up on the show. I think it was the post premium part of the show, J Mike, where we were disclosing the new TMNT game, right? New TMNT game. Anyone?
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Anyway,
I'm fully involved.
Hey, see, you heard it here first. But anyway, what was I going to say? J Mike, we were in the midst of the Cicade does, Cicade don't.
Mm-hmm.
You told me there was an opportunity to get a Scott Fishbowl 11 invite out there. Is that
Scott Fishbowl? It's the bowl with fish for Scott.
Oh my lord!
What was it? What was your idea? What did we have? I was so excited. The moment I can't even scroll back that far to the whatever comment it was. I think it was from Taylor that had the Saquon, the Saquon cicada Quan Barkley. I don't know, whatever he said. Legendary.
Cicada Quan.
I thought we were going there, and I always love a good name play on cicadas, and I thought it was going to go there, and then we went on nonsense questions away from football. Totally fine. It's the brand, but was that the lens you had, or
No, it wasn't the lens. It's just kind of where we landed the plane, which I was totally okay with. It was fun. I enjoyed myself.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't really have something to where someone can win. So if you all can think of a good way that we can give away a Scott Fishbowl spot this evening, that'd be a lot of fun. No, that's cool.
And honestly, everybody's tired of talking about it by now. So we can talk about something else.
We'll get the best deep cut Finding Nemo quote possible.
Oh man.
No, I'm up for whatever at this point.
That's not good. Made a cicada pizza. I feel like, the cicadas came in strong this year. People really, I saw the chocolate covered cicadas. I saw the pizza now. I saw tacos. So cicadas are in, J Mike. I don't know why you're hating so much.
No comment at this point, man.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right.
No, man.
Anyway, Ubi. Bringing it back up. Ubi. What year is this from? KOB? Ubi. Am I going to scroll and see something weird, by the way? Because that's happened to me before. While I was teaching, I don't know if I've ever shared this story on air, but one time I was teaching math, right? First year of teaching in a new district, I guess. And I was telling my students that I am the red-green colorblind. And they're like, "What do you mean, Mr. Gehring? You mean like they held up the red and green expo markers, and you're like, you can't tell which one's red or green, which one's red or green. You can't tell." And I'm like, no, it's just like, when they're crossed over, it's difficult to see them when they're crossed over, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, well, haven't you seen the test? Haven't you taken the vision test before with the dots everywhere, and you try to get the number out of the dots? right? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what they're called, but so I just looked that up. I just like Googled. I went on a tangent, of course, teaching. I went red, green colorblind test, like circle or something or whatever, just to get what I knew would come up. And certainly they did come up, the red, green colorblind tests, and with all the circles and the numbers when I went to Google Images, and I scrolled down, and then this kid in the back just starts laughing hysterically, just dying. And I'm like, what's going on? And he was just kind of doing it by himself for a minute, but then he starts going around the room and he starts whispering to like each individual student about and like pointing up at the screen and like, and basically, everyone in the room is now laughing. And I'm like, all right, what? And so I'm like, tell me what's going on. They're like, you don't see it. Like, no, I don't see it. Like, these are all red, green colorblind tests. How can I be able to see it? And then he points up to the screen exactly where it is. And to be fair, I was looking at the projector, and the projector bulb was like going out, and I couldn't even really see what was on the projector anyway. So maybe it was more of the projector versus the red green thing, because when I looked on my computer screen, I could definitely see what it was. And it was genitalia of the male variety. And it was basically, yeah, but it was basically in, typical, like, standard version of it. You don't have to go into the, I don't know.
You mean like,
break it down,
you mean like the thing with the,
with the,
oh, because
and not to mention the,
okay, the and the
that's right.
No, because typically you either get one of or but when you get like that's when you know it's getting serious.
There was no no, just the
so just
no, just the and the so yeah. First year. It's great.
Wow. Did your body as a Wonderland start playing right as that appeared on screen?
And we're going to a break, algebra class. So let me play you this
that's the Jennifer
song.
Love Hewitt song, right? John Mayer wrote that for Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Did he really?
Discover me.
About her,
He did.
anyway. Yeah.
I always thought that every song that he wrote was secretly about Taylor Swift.
That would have been really gross considering that her age at that time.
Good point. Yeah. Yeah. Particularly those lyrics. Yeah. No. All right. No, I'm still a teacher. Chat. Chill out.
Yeah, let me.
It was an accident.
Check. Yeah, Taylor Swift would have been 11 or 12 when he wrote "Your Body Is a Wonderland," so that would not have been good.
Wow.
I'm just glad we're to the point now, Gabe, where you'll openly acknowledge the chat and not even catch yourself anymore. That's the third reference this episode.
I'm
and
done
I'm
with
just
you.
gonna let it slide.
Yeah, I know.
I love the chat.
I'm a changed man.
Hey, in this economy,
Hey,
Look at
look,
us.
you know what,
Look at
J
that.
Mike? The chat is a wonderland. That's what I think.
Is that the show title? You just figured it out 90 minutes in.
The chat is a wonderland.
Now, wouldn't that be crazy, J Mike, if he not only acknowledged the chat in the show, but also in the show title?
In the title,
That
yes.
would be
Now we're cooking
Chat
with
is a
grease.
wonderland.
next level.
Would that make you shut up, Jay? I need a name for my Tushy. Could we get a name for my Tushy? Would that give away an SFB 11 invite?
Isn't it just? I thought I saw the video. Isn't
M.
it
Night
just wet ass
Shyamalan.
tushy? Isn't that what you do?
Well, that's definitely what my son does. Yeah, big time.
Wet ass tushy.
Circumcised P 7 days a week. Yeah.
That was a really good video.
Talking about that wet
Thank
ass tushy, huh?
Oh man.
I can't. Again.
I've also
love
controlled
that-
myself all night, and Scott did instigate me, or given him the syrup, whatever his name is now. Did instigate that one.
Syrup.
We brought the pancakes, and he poured the syrup. Hey, that's.
I've talked
one
about
that I
my-
chose.
I've talked about my pancake take here, right? My pancake. Have I talked about that here? About how to? Oh, I think I've done it on Twitter, and I put out a video, and everyone thought I was being cooter doodle, but I wasn't. I was being genuine. And I'm not to say she's not. She probably actually does all the weird things that she does.
Hey.
Okay, dude, no, chill.
Hey.
Hey, shout out to CD, friend of the show, coming on for the next 62 weeks. Can't wait to have you on, Cooter Doodle.
Cooter Doodle,
Trace
you will not
Limones.
believe the crap Gabe is talking about you.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. That's just...
Trace Limones squad, stand up. All right. No. Wait. Pancake
Quattro,
syrup.
if you're Tom Brady.
Give him
As
the syrup.
As the creator of the Petite Pause theme song, I feel obligated to come to Cooter Doodle's defense. I mean, this is just blasphemy.
Unbelievable, Gabe.
I-
Unbelievable.
I mean, come on.
I feel like you had a pancake take in there that you were about to give, and then somewhere it went to trash and
I know, I
CD.
didn't
Like
mean
she's
it.
not the homie.
No,
I
she
can't
is.
believe it.
Truly is.
So she's the homie, but she's not genuine. Is that what you're saying?
I
Huh?
It's not genuine.
Ooh.
The nerve. You guys and your genuine. I don't even know what's going on with that.
had to
Your
somehow
pancake
take
take,
it
yeah.
away.
Get up
Hey.
on it.
All right, look. Yeah.
I blame myself, but hey, they invited me to be here, so I don't know what that says.
Herms, are you adding that one to your playlist?
That's a good
Genuine.
Oh, my Get Down and Dirty playlist.
Hmm.
I mean,
Get
at this
up
point, I
on
feel
it.
obligated to.
That version specifically. Yeah.
That's the name for a potential name for the Tushy. The Gabe rearing.
Rearing.
I can't stop singing and talking about that wet ass tushy.
I'm just a pancake. Looking for some
Oh,
syrup.
shut up, man.
There's some holes in this
Give 'em
house.
syrup,
There's
man.
some
Give 'em
holes
the
in this
syrup.
house. There's some holes in this house.
No, clothes. There's some clothes. Okay.
No, we have to keep it super topical.
Family.
Fuck,
Family.
no. I messed it up.
Circling back to when KOB took his
With the thing
daughter's T-shirt.
Yeah.
Said favorite aunt ever, or I love
Thread
my
the needle.
auntie. No, you don't.
Threading the needle. It's all for continuity.
Pancake take. You need 2 plates. 2 plates. All right. You don't put the syrup on top of your pancake. You put the syrup on a separate plate, and you put the pancake on top of that plate with syrup on it. So it absorbs inversely, as
But-
opposed to being disgustingly like soaked in by gravity, and you just get that perfect coat
Yeah,
all
I'm,
the way through.
I'm not
Hey,
only fine with it. I've seen people and actually thought to myself, that's actually not a bad idea. Who put the syrup in a tiny little bowl next to and just dip the pancake in and eat it?
Sure.
And
Also,
I'm like, it doesn't get soggy that way.
Yep.
I thought that was not.
I hate
not
the
bad.
soggy
I was
part of the
fine with it.
pancake.
I'm fine with your take. I'm fine with that take. Yeah, sure.
may I ask you this?
All right.
If you are so you said that the separate syrup thing is a plate, not a bowl. So it's a separate plate with syrup. Yes.
I mean, a version could exist where it's a bowl. I don't necessarily
Okay.
disagree with that. I think that's a little heavy on the syrup, but I guess you get to regulate your syrup consumption
Understandable.
with
but-
that.
So my only thing is that if you were going to create a plate of syrup rather than having a separate plate, why not, while you are preparing said pancakes, have a plate with the syrup on it on deck, so that as soon as the pancakes are ready to be served, you put that shit directly on to the plate with the syrup. So instead of wasting 2 plates, you're only using 1.
Oh, so you just want me to save the dolphins? Okay.
Life hacks, man.
All right.
I don't even
Right.
know what. I mean, pancakes are all right, but I mean, it's French toast, Grand Canyon size gap, then waffles, Grand Canyon size gap, then pancakes.
No, I agree, but
could not disagree more. Oh my god.
no, I'm actually with Scott on that. But I think the thing is that pancakes have been disrespected for so long because of this continuous disrespect to the fluffiness
you think
that
that
they
if
do.
I'm sorry
with
that
syrup.
waffles exist.
You think that if everybody
Just have
from the
respect for
existence of the
pancakes.
start of time had poured the syrup first, then put the pancake on, pancakes would rank higher in people's minds? Is what you're saying?
I think so. I think if you
Okay.
do it the right way, because the whole thing with pancakes is like the stack, right? That it's like this lovely thing of however many pancakes you can put in a stack of IHOP or whatever.
Yeah.
But really, it's just about doing one at a time. All right. And shout out Steph, the journey. Okay. It's
The
not
journey.
about doing it all
Love
at
that
once. It's
journey.
about the journey. Okay.
And Steph, real quick, since Gabe kicked it over to you, I need to hear your pancake take because apparently you love pancakes
Yeah,
and you
this is
could
true.
not do life without pancakes. And I
It's
would
true.
love to hear.
Pancake smalls.
Wow, I don't know why you're convulsing right now, but
And syrup is
yeah,
her 101, right?
you're muted. You're muted.
And she's muted.
Okay,
Wow.
muted. It's
Her
only
syrup.
going to take me like several months and like 4 jobs at different companies to be able to like not mute my mic. But let's take it back to like probably middle school. I don't know. There is nothing I hate more in this entire world. It's not Evan Ingram. It's nothing else. It's
Wow.
maple syrup. I cannot. I eat anything else. Anything.
Talk about your hot takes.
Cool. I hate maple syrup because everyone stinks afterwards. I don't
Dare
want to
I
be in
say-
your vicinity. It's kind of gross. I used to pretend that I was sick during literacy class because I wanted to go home so bad during French toast stick day. I like pancakes. I can eat a pancake. Maple syrup is nasty, and I stand by it.
So,
And
dare I
I'm
say
gagging.
that is a hot pancake?
It's bad, and I want to like them because everyone else is. I can get down like the real syrup. Like if I'm in Vermont at like my dad's buddy's house, fine, and he got it from
Yeah.
the tree and whatever they do, cool. I can get down with that. But not in the plastic. Like not a good. Too much sugar, just not a good. And I don't want to smell like it all day, so I'm not love. I don't love
Oh, man.
syrup, and
Oh,
I want
man.
to. I know, and I just lost like 200 followers, and I'm sorry. I don't like syrup. Okay.
So wait, are you saying you don't like the Aunt Jemima, like that fake stuff?
No.
Like that's
Yeah, no,
bad.
it
That's not
stinks.
syrup.
Yeah, I
like,
would
if you-
literally pretend I was sick. Like I would pretend I was sick in school. My mom told me unless my arm is not attached to my body, I need to stop pretending like I need to go home. Like it was a problem because I don't want to sit next to you. Kids didn't know how to eat them. It's everywhere. Maybe this is a little PTSD. I
So
don't know.
I'm
not a fan.
Yeah. So fake syrup, I agree with you, is trash.
Yeah.
If that's what you're used to, then I agree
I don't
with
think
you.
you're wrong.
No, like
yeah.
I won't eat and it stinks because I do like pancakes, but I'll just butter the crap out of them.
But if you
Like,
buy
we're gonna
real
do
maple
I like
syrup,
plain
grade A,
pancakes
if you
plain,
get
too,
if you get a
without-
grade A maple syrup, dark maple syrup, you'll probably think
Okay.
differently.
Yeah.
See,
I-
so as an
If it comes
adult,
in a-
you agree.
Are
If it comes
we
in a
all
plastic
talking
bottle
about
or in a
like?
glass bottle?
Are we all talking about like pumped full
I think
of
she's probably talking
sugar,
about
nothing
plastic.
authentic whatsoever syrup? That, like, the
Whatever
shit you
they
get from
give you at
McDonald's?
school with the French toast sticks.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want a piece
So
of it.
Steph-
Like, don't come near
Stephanie's
me.
talking
Wow.
about like
That's like
Aunt
mass
Jemima.
produced,
It's a
yeah.
mass.
Yeah,
product.
we
It-
like
that's
that.
an
Yeah.
artificial
With
product.
sugar
That's not
fake
real.
syrup?
Yeah.
Pumped with sugar fake syrup is the best thing that has ever happened to this world. I love that.
Oh God, Herms.
I love it.
So
I
what?
love it to death.
I talked
Jay,
about
Mike,
it
you
the last
teamed
time I
those two
crashed
up.
the show.
How did you do that?
The last time I crashed this show, I talked about tapping the maple trees in my backyard and boiling it down for
Yeah,
syrup.
those
And-
are real
and
good.
That's fine. I've done that here, and that's much better. But I'm fine with any take like that. Like people make fun of me because I like pickles and pickle juice makes me gag. Everybody's got their things that we're allowed to have food preferences.
No, for sure.
And
And,
please, like my parents raised a very good eater. Like when I tell you the only thing I do, like will not touch is maple syrup. I just don't. I'm not going to do it, but I eat anything else, name it. And I am a great eater. I eat my vegetables. I eat every meat, every seafood. Like, I'm good to go. Every vegetable. I love vegetables. Give me any vegetable. But that maple syrup, that smell, you stink for days. Like, you do. And you think you don't. But I know. I'm next to you at the gym, and I know you had maple syrup a couple of days ago.
Coming through your pores.
You're giving maple syrup the garlic treatment right now.
And I will say, to be fair,
that's all. I like pancakes. I just don't
my defense of synthetic syrup comes from the fact that, like, I'm a dude that will sleep in until like 3 p.m. on weekends. You think I'm ever awake on for breakfast? No, I barely ever eat breakfast. So when it comes to like my breakfast takes, I'm a very ill-informed man.
Wow.
As far as I'm concerned, the only breakfast that exists is Taco Bell. So, like, I don't know a damn thing about breakfast. I'm a lunch and dinner man. I sleep in. Like, look, I'm single. I'm in my mid-20s, and I ain't got no kids. Breakfast doesn't exist for your boy Herms. So I don't know what breakfast is all about. All I care about is bacon and just eating incredibly gross synthetic things for breakfast. Because, like, on like the 10 days a week of the entire year that I'm awake early enough to have breakfast, give me the gross thing. I'm here for it. I'm just here for imitation breakfast. That's what I'm all about.
I don't think I've slept past 8 a.m. in 20 to 30 years. That's unreal to me.
I'm with you, Scott. Oh my God.
I'm a strange
Sleeping
man.
in like that is just wow.
I am a strange man.
That's a different grind.
When you were saying that, it was making me think about my son is 8 years old, and he's literally never in his life ever once had cereal. And now I'm starting to think that's weird, because when you said that you never eat breakfast food, I was like, man, that's crazy. But now I'm thinking I'm raising my 8-year-old weird that he's never had cereal.
But hey, here's the thing. If he turns out anything like me, then you've done a great job. You can say what you will about your boy and your pal Herms. I'm a charming guy. Okay.
Hey, he's probably coming for my job. He picked the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl 2 years ago and the Bucks to win the Super Bowl last year. So, I'm going to start betting on whatever my son starts picking over here.
See, there you go. Your son is the next Scott Fish.
Maybe I think there's a correlation between picking a Super Bowl winner and not eating cereal. So I think we need to go into the scientific. I think there's some research here that maybe needs to be done.
So basically, we just all need to swear off cereal.
Do some double-blind studies on.
Yeah, I'm interested now. I might need to get into that when fantasy or medicine doesn't work out. I'm going to go into the cereal Super Bowl industry.
I love it. Love it. Oh man!
The only time I ever eat cereal is when I'm like 15 years old, incredibly high, and there's a box of Reese's Puffs around. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only time where I've ever really been into cereal. Because otherwise, like I said, I'm not awake for breakfast time. So, like, by the time I'm awake, it's lunch, baby. Like, I don't know. Breakfast is a completely foreign concept to me. Like, I've never been the type of person to be awake for that.
Listen, y'all have tapped into something that I'm very intrigued of at this point.
Oh,
so this is I would love to hear from all of you on this. Steph was talking about how the correlation between obviously no cereal and accuracy of Super Bowl picks, things of that nature. If there was such a thing as giving up your favorite foods or your favorite guilty pleasure snacks, a favorite drink, if it was giving up one of those favorites of consumption, would you give up your favorite to become a more accurate prognosticator of things?
This is
like
the George Costanza Seinfeld thing where he gave up sex and he became super, super smart.
Interesting.
Oh, that shows that I'm 41 years old. Like, I can make Seinfeld references, and all the 20-year-olds in the group are like,
"Hey, I understood."
We got an Ubi show reference.
You know, I got that. I got the Seinfeld reference.
I am the Kramer of fantasy football. Thank you very much. I would like to give myself a little credit.
So, Would I
you
give
do it
up
for a Scott Fish invite?
Is
though?
there a food I would give? Like, would I give up my favorite foods for fantasy football accuracy?
Yes. Yes.
Nah,
Yes.
nah,
Yep.
nah.
That's the
Food is
question.
delicious. I'll take the food and I'll be as accurate as I am now.
I'm not giving up the food.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean,
No.
like there is
No.
there is no
Give me the food.
there is nothing you could dangle in front of me to make me give up eating pizza. Because like straight up, dude. Because like when it comes to like the fantasy football stuff, it's like, look, I already feel good about my takes as it is. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I'm not perfect. Do I always nail all of my picks? No. But
So
am I
J Mac,
accurate enough?
I'll
For sure.
maybe do it this way: you give it up, or you get worse.
I like it, KOB.
Now I
think
feel
that's a better
attacked.
one.
Like I feel like you're like ruining my answer, and I'm like not. I'm like not loving this journey right now.
Yeah.
Like I knew what I was
never
gonna
heard you say.
and now-
Here's the
Now I
problem.
feel
Like,
stressed.
I only eat like 3 foods, so like, how much worse?
Oh,
could-
you're one of those guys.
It's a joke. I eat a lot more
I
than
know.
that. But
I figured.
oh man.
All right, Tara, Steph, let's hear it.
I would, I would give up mine. My weird guilty pleasure is I like those like Minto Green Lifesavers. I'll eat a whole bag at a time, and yeah, I would give it up for sure.
Plot twist.
Man,
She's new to fantasy.
when
Twitter.
I used to work at Pepsi, and I used to eat those all night long. The same exact ones. Yep.
I eat the
delicious.
pepper ones for me.
Nah.
I
mint
eat them
green,
constantly.
mint green, baby.
Better.
Yeah, it has to be those.
Tara's giving up the lifesavers. Mint green lifesavers.
Yep.
That's
Wait a minute.
funny.
It's kind of
Those-
unfair though. That's
Those
her
are
favorite
what
food. That's her
Lifesavers.
favorite food. That's not even a contest. My favorite food is my
Listen.
wife's chicken parm. I mean, I'm giving up chicken parm from a first generation Italian American wife. I mean, that's like serious give up, right? Like
What do psychologists say? Pain is pain. Doesn't matter the pain that you feel. Your pain is your pain. Don't be trying to bring her pain down because it's
That's right.
because
You
it's
don't
lifesavers. That,
You don't know. I
that's
eat an
hers.
entire
KOB.
bag at a time. It's an addiction.
Don't judge. It's an addiction. Some things are more serious to others. Okay, Jay might.
Pain is pain. Pain is pain. You know what I'm saying? Steph, I feel like you've been kind of dodging. Let's hear. What do you have?
Yeah.
Here?
Well, as my dad would say, and it's his birthday, so pain is actually weakness leaving the body. So you can pick a new food that you prefer. But I paid off my student loans with my bets on the Super Bowl, so I feel like I can't lose here. No, but really, I think I would. I'd give up. I mean, I'm not giving up White Claws if we're bringing beverages.
No,
into
come
this,
on,
but
come on, get to the
Yeah.
goods.
Okay,
Get to
I
the
could.
goods.
You know
Pain
what?
is pain.
I'd go spicy more. You have to be adaptable in life. And I think that that's something everyone fails to do. So there's my psychiatry aspect to this. I don't know. I wouldn't give up White Claws. I'm lying to everyone. Unless I'm going to get worse. If I'm going to get worse, then we have a problem. But
Steffi Surge. Steffi
at least my
Surge.
student loans are paid off, okay? And the surges are good.
Steffi Surge. I'm with it. No more White Claws. Steffi Surge.
Okay, all right. It's so personal now. I felt like a personal attack because you said food, and then I'm gonna go back and cut this. Then you go and drink, and you looked right at me. I saw that you went and drink and looked right at me.
Right there on my screen. I synced you. I synced you.
Read the room. Read the room.
No easy buckets. No easy buckets.
Unless you're the Nets. Okay, it had to.
Then there's that. Yeah, they're a different beast right now. Gabe, what about you?
What am I getting better at? Just like fantasy football? Like I won't draft like Kenneth Dixon or players like that.
Sure. Prognostications of
Or
some. Yes.
Sammy Watkins, you know.
Why you gotta do that?
I don't know. I just
Why
said
you-
it.
You
I
ain't
just
have to
said
say
it.
that, man.
But I said it.
But I said it earlier. You didn't have to go and rip it open.
You said it. You didn't rip anything open. You said it was your favorite player. Oh, okay. All right. We're live 9:30 Eastern Tuesdays ish. I think I said those out of order, but definitely not the ish on the Tuesday. That is the
Was that the intro?
that is the day. This welcome back. This is the open bar. We have some.
Could be Tuesday, could be Wednesday.
No worms. No, stop it. We have some rookies and veterans on the show tonight. I'm just kidding. All right. So J Mike, a food that I have to give up? Just a food? Any food?
Don't give me no gun, man. You already know what I'm gonna do.
Herms hit me when he said pizza, though, man. I don't know if that would be tough.
I'm not ready for that. Dude.
Not a chance.
I'm not ready to give that up because, like, honestly, dude, like, so the premise of the entire thing is just like give up a food to be better at fantasy football. It's like, well, I'm already good enough at it to the point where I'm gonna keep my fucking food. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. Things are hard. Things are hard sometimes.
Yeah, it would have to dial into a specific like area of fantasy football, I guess, that I probably don't care about enough anyway. So I'd probably still just keep the food. I don't know, but there's like so many different foods. Like
That's
like
the
you can get one-
thing.
like, and
There's
I eat a
so
lot of.
many good
I'm
foods
not
in the
Scott Fish
world.
out here. Like
I can give you the cheat code to this answer really is that you don't give up the food. You switch to full-time dynasty and say that you just love to rebuild all the time. That's the cheat code.
Well done. Well done.
That's why dynasty is so difficult, Herms.
I just like to build. I like to build. I don't like to
Keep
win
taking over
anymore.
orphans.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think dynasty is like difficult necessarily. I think dynasty is difficult to win like multiple times. You know what? Dynasty is probably it's harder to keep a dynasty league together than it is a redraft league year after year, because like things could just completely fall apart for a dynasty league. And they're like, all right, what's my exit plan? Because I got to get out of this league. Whereas redraft, like you can just start over and it don't matter. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of the different types of fantasy ways that you can play, I want to pose a scenario to you all and get your all's thoughts. Let's say that you're doing a best ball draft, and I don't know. Let's say that it's underdog, just for an example, right? And let's say that maybe you're on the same show with someone that you're in a draft with currently. And let's also say that maybe they're about to time out. And when they time
Are
out,
you
they're going to be
coming
getting,
at me again?
they're going to be
There's no
getting
way.
Montgomery.
There's no way that you were
They're going to be
attacking
getting
me.
they're going to be getting David Montgomery if they auto pick. And you know what? You kind of
Oh,
think,
you're
I
sad.
don't want to see my homie go out like that.
This is
Let
a
me
sad
just throw
short
this out
story
there.
by J Mike.
Can I finish, Steph? I mean, who said? No, I didn't say a name. I didn't say anything. As I was saying, so I reached out and I said, "Hey, Steph. I mean, not hey, you person, who I'm drafting with in this underdog best ball draft. You know, you're about to auto pick. Go ahead real quick and make sure you get the pick in." And literally, this person picks right before me. And what do you know? They snipe me. I think it's like round 6 or 7. And you kind of go on like about a 20-second tilt. How do you all handle being sniped in best ball leagues by people that claim to be your homies? I'm just curious. How do you all handle that?
Can you tell
Anybody
if
but
you were
Steph.
sniped by? Who was selected that you got sniped? Just want to click.
So instead of someone being auto selected David Montgomery, they sniped Jamar Chase, who you had been eyeing for about, I don't know, 12 picks. And to see that one pick left, or you're up next at the top of underdog, this person took Jamar Chase. And wow. yeah, I mean, hypothetically, what Life Jennings? What did he sing in the 2000s? Hypothetically, of course. What if this
Wow.
happened to you?
A Life
would-
Jennings reference, J Mike. Holy shit.
Listen, I loved Life
I
Jennings.
love Life Jennings too.
Life Jennings. Anyway, yeah. How do you all handle being sniped by your friends? Just curious.
Oh yes.
Anybody?
Someone's
Do you
got it.
continue being friends with that person? I think that's the real question.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
I don't know. I think it's
Easy.
debatable.
I'm gonna be
easy
honest.
answer, yes.
I'm the one that's sniping, so I don't know how to answer this.
Oh.
Ooh, plot twist.
Terra time, J Mike.
Plot twist.
You forgot it's Terra
Plot
time.
twist.
Dang, bro.
I would
Wasn't
love to
ready
hear
for all this.
Scott or Pickles are the worst at me. I would love to hear Pickles are the worst at me's opinion on this situation.
If you're in podcast form.
What
Sniping.
situation
How do you
is
handle
that?
sniping? How do you handle sniping? Pickles are the worst.
Hey,
Nah,
we have a. are you
I
sharing
just don't
something?
care. I don't care when people snipe me. It doesn't
Yeah, I
bother
don't
me
care
at
either.
Okay.
all. Yeah.
I thought you had something to share, Pickles.
Oh yeah, yeah. You mentioned how hard it was to consistently win at Dynasty, and I'm like, I don't like.
All right,
you can-
let's not
you-
hear about the
Oh,
eight.
You can
Flash.
share
Okay.
that. I
18.
mean,
Yeah, the
I
eight.
ju-
P-
I don't
nine,
seem to
nine,
have that
15.
problem.
Here we go. This is like Scott.
I'm pretty
said.
sure I won 9 out of 10 straight years in in one of my Dynasty leagues.
All
Like,
right.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You kind of Pickles are the worst at me. You low key remind me of Scott Fish. Like, say anyone else, like, are you getting that vibe? Because it's very similar there.
It's yeah,
Dang.
I kind of yeah. It's my twin brother. Let me see here. Let's close that out.
It's
Oh, you're
it's
gonna
late
pull up
night.
another
Scott.
league.
Mhm.
Gonna pull up another league.
No,
Oh,
I'm
we're
gonna
getting meta.
make him here.
I don't like
Ooh,
the meta.
tricky.
I don't like the meta. All right. Wow. So you're saying that redraft is easier? Your Herms game.
I think that they are two completely different
Or more
games
difficult,
with
sorry,
completely
more
different strategies, and I enjoy playing both. I mean, I've been known as a dynasty guy and a Devi guy for many, many years, but I love my redraft leagues too. I love all my formats. I don't league shame, man. If you play in a
Hell yeah.
8-team league or a 12-team league or a 20-team league or have PPR or standard or you have crazy messed up scoring, play what you enjoy. I'm not going to league shame you. I love all the formats and they all have tons of different strategies. I have ones that I prefer. I have ones that I know can be detrimental to a league, but you know what? If you love that, you love it. I'm not the guy that's going to shame someone for what they love to play.
Damn.
Oh man, did I bring it to a weird place or something?
God,
with that?
no, it
No.
got
Way
real
Too
deep in here,
political.
and I
Way
love
too
that.
Political answer, man.
Jeez.
Journeys,
I think
I
Political answer.
write that down on Journeys I love for Scott.
Nice. Oh man.
Can we do a I mean, it
We're
won't
2
happen on
hours
this.
in now, Gabe.
I know.
made it.
We've eclipsed. We made it. So nothing really matters after this. But can we? Because give them the syrup and all the pancake talk. And it's not going to happen on the show. But I feel like it just should be announced here, and then we could hype it up through the week. I don't know. We need Scott Fish approval for this one, but can we just has there ever been like a, I don't know, syrup chugging sort of thing to get into Scott Fish
Was I
Bowl?
invited on here to like be
No,
insulted?
we're not.
Steph's feeling attacked.
What did I do? Do you
She
chug
said
syrup?
she is literally repulsed by syrup, and then now you're asking.
Oh no,
people
I
to
wouldn't.
chug it.
I'm not asking you to chug it. I'm asking someone who wants to come into Scott
Yeah,
Fish Bowl.
figure out what you want for it. That's cool. It's not a big deal to me. So
Right. Chug syrup. What do you think, J Mike? Give him the syrup.
Sounds risky.
what sounds
Exactly.
dangerous.
To be clear, I would chug syrup to get into the Scott Fish Bowl had I not had my invitation. So I encourage you all to participate in the chugging of syrup. I also may be lying, but if I wasn't lying, it would be awesome.
I would not eat a pickle. for it. I would
That's an
sit
attack.
out.
All right. Well,
One
have
of
we
these
made it?
days, we're gonna play the initials game when I come on here. By the way, Gabe, I was all ready to tonight, but we're
Really?
gonna sometime. Yeah.
All right. Because I still don't know how to play it, right? Or
Yeah.
we don't know how to play it.
That's cool. We'll figure it out.
Perfect.
Can we
Okay.
quickly talk about the initials game? I just want to know what that is. Quick.
Quick.
I don't know if there's a quick version of it. You're basically given 2 initials, and then you're given a bunch of clues, and each clue gets progressively easier, and you have to figure out who it is. Like if the initials are ES, I'll be like, the first clue will be something like played for the Cowboys, and it would go down the line, getting easier and easier. War number 22, and eventually you'd know who it is, right? But that's the initials game. You give 2 initials of something, something in popular culture, a football player or whatever, and then clue after clue. It's like a super hard clue, but then it gets easier and easier. And the first one to chime in and say, "Hey, I know who it is. It's Emmitt Smith." They get the points.
So I will sell you guys my real initials for this game. Because Smalls is not my last name. So I will personally sell you my initials to participate in this game.
What if you already know your initials?
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Scott does know. I had to reach out to him and be like, by the way, can we not do the whole last name thing? Let's switch that to Smalls.
I can sit out that game.
That's actually really fun. I want to come on that game.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun game.
Just quick, Herms, is your last name NFL, or are you able to give out your actual last name here on the show?
I can confirm that my last name is actually NFL. My full government name is Herms space NFL. So,
How do you pronounce it? Is it like niffle?
okay, well,
Nipple?
I mean, okay,
I think it's niffle.
I am of
Herms
German
Niffle.
heritage, so in order to pronounce it, you have to yell it. It's just Herms Niffle. That's how that goes. So I'm vibing.
So boss would say NFL. NFL.
I prefer it said softly. Herm's niffle.
No, it's just okay. It's like all right, let me just put you in a. I come from an acting background. So here's the thing: we set the mood, set the scene. You are in an open meadow, but we're all very, very allergic to pollen. Unfortunately, there is only a single tissue at your disposal. So you have to
Plot
make
twist, I took
this-
a Claritin.
And it's not cut now. It's not cut now.
So it's just like you have one sneeze to really make it count in order to get everything that is in your nasal cavities out of your body as quickly as possible. So what is the sound that you make? Niffle! That just niffle.
Oh, that's the
niffle,
last name.
Niffle,
Yes.
NFL, Herms NFL at Herms NFL on Twitter. It's your boy.
It's strong.
I saw what
I'm
you
with
did
it.
there.
I like it.
That's where I thought you had it with the Zeit gang. It's literally time gang auf Deutsch. So that's why I was
100%.
curious. Yeah.
My
German
actual
heritage.
last name is it means soldier in German, which means that I'm a very, very manly man, as you can tell. So there's no hiding that fact.
I think it was the camouflage hat.
Well, yeah, now that's because I'm technically a redneck. But either way, but yeah, no, I'm very masculine. Okay, like, this is what it is. That's my brand, as we all know. So that's a thing that's true, and also I know Steffi knows. Fuck it. Shout out the Gilmore Girls. What's up, Team Logan up in the building right
shit.
here. It's Team Logan up in the building. And I know that because, I know between you and you and Linda, is like, I got to fight you on this. But I will tell you what, if you really want to have it out when it comes to who you want, because like Team Dean, Team Jess, I feel very confident in my Team Logan take. So that's just me. I'm laying it out on the table. If you want to engage in that now, we can engage in that now. But if not, then we can save it for a different time.
My only issue is that Miss Kim says that boys do not like funny girls. And I think that is the rudest comment of the entire show. So it's all I think about when I think of the Gilmore Girls. And maybe it's why I'm still single. Thank you, Miss Kim, for traumatizing me for life. From like 5 years old, I've been watching that show.
For as many wise tips as Miss Kim honestly did give, because like, yo, look, like Loki, like if we break down the entire series, like here's the thing, like she was essentially the entire time a very independent businesswoman. Because like, yes, Mr. Kim did exist, but as you know, for those on the screen who have not watched the Gilmore Girls, Mr. Kim was only ever referenced but never appeared on screen. So who knows the reasons why, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But like, despite her faults, I will say Mrs. Kim, fairly progressive-ish, if we adjust for the circumstances. So,
It's all
I don't know. Exactly. You know what I mean? Analyze that. Just, either way. But I'm just saying, like, of all the teams that you could be on in terms of like, like Team Logan, Team Jess, Team Dean, I will say like Logan was the only one who was ever fully supportive of Jess's dream. No, of Roy's dreams. You know what I mean? Just in terms of like, yeah, you want to go do all that? Go do all that. I'll be right there by your side. He never tried to hold her back. And the only times he ever even got roped into doing that type of stuff was when the Huntsberger family name became too complicated to, again, like at the age that he was, it's hard to escape that family and the cloud that comes around that. But like, let's be real. This man was very emotionally supportive. Dean never did that. Dean was very, very manipulative. And Jess, to his credit, as he got older, would have been the ideal dude, but at the time that they were involved, it was very toxic. So it's just like we have to adjust for the time period. Long term, yeah, I don't know. Jess probably would have been the dude, but in the context of the original series, if we're picking between the three, Logan was that dude. Just saying. Herm's terms.
I would disagree, but since this isn't a Gilmore Girls episode, I will pass it off to you guys because I can debate this all night.
We've even had
I'm a toxic Dean fan, so.
I think that's a
We'll
second
have to
don't.
have a separate
That's a
discussion
second
about
don't, J Mike. Second don't. The disagreement there. Second don't.
Heavy on the
Cicada
second
Second don't.
Heavy on the cicadas.
Man, we played that tonight. Wow. What a night.
Oh, what a night.
That's exactly what I was
tonight
saying.
was fun. Golly. Tonight was good.
We don't have time to break down the Gilmore. I think we've done that. We've done that J Mike and I think we Googled names, but we certainly, made it heard of who we support, and whoever we chose, definitely still support that. Don't know who it was though. I don't remember at all. Do you remember, J Mike?
Sookie St. James. Hey, Sookie St. James.
Oh.
So one of these days, I love me some Sookie. And it was just from the name alone. Then I found out it was Melissa McCarthy, and I was like, yes, that is great. What we'll have to do, Gabe, we'll have to have a definitive part 2 of the Gilmore Girls episode, but it has to be after we actually watch it and get through the series, and then we can
a lot of work for a bit.
I know, but it'll be worth it, and we can have an informed opinion about the show, about if they actually make sense for the original picks that we made, if things change, if we go into one of the camps. I don't see me leaving Sookie's side, you know what I'm saying? But anything can happen. Anything can happen.
I said it last week in the chat.
Okay.
Sookie's 101. I mean,
All right.
Now, I think we'd have some people that would get. We'd bring back on our OGs from that show that actually knew things.
Yes.
But it appears we have several that here and in the chat. Yes, the chat that would definitely be in on that. So I don't know. Is the open bar still a podcast in 2 years? Yeah, probably. So give me 2 years. I don't know. How long will it take to watch the Gilmore Girls? How many seasons are there?
It's a lot of seasons, I
It's
think.
quite a
Are there
few.
6 or
And
7.
it's quite a few.
6 or
Depends
7?
how sad you are, how you're feeling. Is your mom there? Is your dad there? Like, there's a lot of emotions. Are you single, small? Like, there's things that go into it to contribute to
Yeah.
how many episodes you can binge. You know,
Okay, fair.
but a long
How
time.
many-
yeah.
how many
I watched
episodes
the whole
per
thing
season?
in like a month.
Oh,
Too many.
So I mean,
all right.
Paul
So
Bolt says 7 seasons. What else?
Also,
John?
So
yo,
I've never seen a single episode, so I'm hearing
Neither
that
have
I need
I.
to binge it right now.
Gotta binge it.
Ooh.
Gotta binge it.
you gotta watch Gilmore Girls, and you also have to watch Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, because
I have
Marvelous
watched that. Yeah.
Okay, so you're a fan? Yes. So
Yeah.
Amy Sherman Palladino, creator and writer of that, prior to doing Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Gilmore Girls. Boom. So if you're a fan of the fast-paced dialogue, of the very strong female characters, and just of the general goofy goo of the whole thing, you're gonna love the Gilmore Girls. I'm telling
And I'm
you.
making a gif of that for sure. Like, that's without a doubt. I've been taking notes. Goofy Goo is a new
The
gif.
goofy
Find
goo.
it under
Yeah.
Herms NFL, which is his last name.
2 hours, 14 minutes
Nipple.
into the show. Write it down.
So yeah, no, straight up. Like, yeah, so like anybody who is a fan of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, watch Gilmore Girls. Anybody who is a fan of Gilmore Girls, watch Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And anybody who's a fan of me, watch This Is Us, because as the man bun knows, I passed up coming on the show last week because I told him, I was like, look, I am not missing this season finale. Like, oh my
I begged
Lord.
him.
And I was like, yo, like, look, like, I know I'm a hot ticket item up in this biz, but yo, when it comes to This Is Us, I'm not gonna miss that time. Because, like, first of all, like, Sterling K. Brown, fabulous
Yes.
award-winning actor, big fan. Well, I mean, plus, you know, we were talking about Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I mean, like, he did a great job in that show too. So I was like, yo, Sterling K. Brown, phenomenal. Milo Ventimiglia, also a member of the Gilmore Girls. Boom, more intersections. What? Surprise time with Herms. He's awesome on that show.
This guy is a tangent on a tangent.
You know,
I
I'm just
love
saying,
this.
you know, it's just like I'm a man of varied interests. So it's just like,
Herms
dude,
can
I
tangent
gotta
off
admit,
anything.
like Milo Ventimiglia as Jack Pearson in that series, just being like the aspirational father figure who not only creates a wonderful life for his family, but overcomes alcohol issues, PTSD, all these other types of things. Like, oh my Lord. Also, Mandy Moore. She's great. And then, like, just, dude, check out This Is Us, man. Like, you know, honestly, like, that's a great TV show. I'm a huge fan. And I know that Christian from The Cut, FFB or whatever, like, yeah, like he's a big fan. He's a big fan. We've talked about it before or whatever. Like, yo, dude, check out This Is Us on NBC. You can catch up on Hulu or Peacock or whatever streaming service you got, whatever, do your thing. Oh my God, why am I still on this show? Why did you invite me for this? I mean, like, dear God, did you know what was going to happen?
Look, I tried
Did you
to get you on for the
research
finale. I tried to get you on for the finale of This Is Us, and then that could have forced you out. That could have forced you out, though. I gave you an out. I gave you an out.
Honestly, I couldn't miss it. I couldn't miss it. Honestly,
I know.
This Is Us is the best show on television. I love it to death. I really, really do. And also,
The 20 plus episode seasons, they scare me.
they do, and hey, look, hey, I get that. We all got varying degrees amount of free times, and like, yeah, and you're the emotions run high. But like, yo, if you're down for some awesome storytelling and some phenomenal acting, and also like the dude who like that movie Crazy Stupid Love with what's her face, Emma Stone and Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling or whatever, like that dude, he was the one who started the series. So it's just like, if you like the movie and the whole like weird intersecting story arcs of all that stuff, you're gonna love This Is Us. Watch
I don't
that
know.
show. I have
phenomenal
no idea.
acting and awesome storytelling. That I don't like that kind of stuff.
You know, and it's a hard sell.
Not
it's a
my
hard
thing.
sell, but let me tell you. Well, what if I told you it was occasionally dimly lit?
now
No,
you're
I
talking.
tried.
With
It's
that,
not
we're-
my thing. I don't really
Now
like
we're cooking
emotions.
with
I'd
grease.
rather stay away from them.
If there's one thing I've learned over the last 2 hours and 18 minutes, I have no idea how anyone's ever going to take me seriously for fantasy football.
Welcome to the open bar. We've
David Lindhagen.
Where am I?
Hey, Mike and I have cornered that for our quote unquote Twitter career.
We welcome
take
you
us
in,
seriously.
Herms. Welcome home. You're amongst
You're
friends.
welcome home.
I did it. I reached the pinnacle. It looks like we made it. To the one I run, to the one that I belong to. I've made a huge ass out of myself. All right. Woo-hoo! This is a very strange moment in my life, so I'm going to stop talking.
We've made it to outros, I think. I don't know. Have we done a draft yet? I feel like we kind of had an auction.
Yeah.
Scott's like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Can we just before we do outros? Can we ask Scott his take on toilet paper? How do we feel about toilet
That's
paper?
fair.
Is this a
Yeah, I
luxury?
feel like
and
that's
an
where we need to
I
adult?
come back
understand
to.
that with you, Staffy. You mentioned that you'd wipe with an Evan Ingram rookie card. I'm like, why would you wipe
Right.
crap with crap? Like that
Right.
doesn't
Yo.
Okay. So
Oh.
now, so I
So-
never knew, like, Scott Fish is probably one of my favorite people in this space, one of my favorite mentors, someone that I have gone to when I am in despair before, and I never imagined him making me feel so stupid, right? Like, you get to this point where I'm kidding. No, well, you also missed the pre-show. There's a Patreon that's made up, and I feel that toilet paper is a luxury, right? Like when you become an adult, there's this part in adulthood, you go to college, and we all know what dorm toilet paper is like. And then once you start making an income, you can buy your own toilet paper.
Right.
And I think that's one of the beauties of being an adult, where it's like, what kind of toilet paper do you want? I think that's one of the beautiful luxuries of being an adult is you can decide, you know what? I want the gourmet toilet paper. I'm going to buy the most. So how do we feel about toilet paper? Do you buy Are you a Charmin guy? These are answers I need, Scott. It's good for our relationship.
I wish I had the answer because my wife buys it. I could go look, but she does not skimp on it. She gets good stuff. Let's just say that.
Right.
So,
Like it's coming off of the grocery bill. We know it's there, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's
all I need.
quality stuff. It's not low class stuff. or
Right.
anything.
Like I would say I want to go A+ with the extra credit as far as toilet paper goes.
Yes.
Yeah. Great.
Yep.
Okay. Love that. I respect you more than I thought I ever could.
Nice, very nice.
But tushy. But tushy. Can the open bar give away?
Tush.
Yeah. Can the open bar give away a tushy for whoever wins the Scott Fish Bowl? Is that possible?
A tushy. I don't even know how you would do that.
This is starting to sound illegal.
Yeah, that's starting to sound like,
Illegal.
there's something. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Outros, Gabe. Outros.
I know. I was just All right. So Charmin is the only one that is one to me. I mean, you could go between ultra soft and ultra strong. That is certainly a debate, but another time. What in the world did we just talk about for 2.5 hours?
It was all over the place.
Yeah. So outros. Here we go. For people that were here, this is your time to say what you want to say about yourself, about others, about Scott, about Charity, about not Charity.
No, you can talk about Charity. It feels like every show I go on that it revolves around certain things, and we can. That gets talked about a lot. People, you can talk about other stuff. It's fine, especially with me around. It's fine. Trust me.
You hate us now, Scott. Wow. Just say
No,
that you
I
hate us
love
now.
you, man.
Just
I
say
love
it.
you.
And just throw a joke out there, Scott. Can't just.
I love
He's
you guys.
revoked the invite that you guys think you're giving out. That person is banned.
I would
Over.
not crash a podcast that you do 3 times in the last 5 weeks if I didn't like you guys.
That's a good point. Starting to get weird, Scott.
It is.
We banned Scott from the open bar. That guy's weird.
You sent me a StreamYard link and it's just me all by myself. I'm like, what's going
Oh,
on?
we didn't have a show that week. Sorry.
Where are you? I'm waiting. Yeah, that's the right link. We'll bring you in a second, Scott. I swear.
It's that damn pickle take, man.
Oh, I
Every
know.
time.
Oh, pickles, man. Pickles.
Not even.
Oh.
All right. All right.
That
Herm.
is a look, Herms. Wow.
Yeah. You got it, man. You are first up on the outro list. I believe you were first up on the intro list as well. So circles happen, and so do you, my man. This is your time. Oh yeah. This is yeah. Feel free to just say what you want to
Are
say.
you talking to me?
I'm willing. Sorry, should I have had a conversation differently? One moment.
I don't know.
Herms has been very quiet this whole time, so I would like to hear from him, everyone, please.
Well, ladies
Come
and
on, Herms.
gentlemen, if you've been listening
Herms!
this entire time,
I don't know if you can hear me from my mic that is far away right now.
no, I can hear you.
But if you can,
I can hear you.
Herms, this is for you.
I can hear you.
I don't think he can hear us.
I can hear you.
Herms, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
This is the time where we speak outros on the show.
This is where we speak outros.
What would you like to say about
What would I like to say? Oh, okay. All right. So, basically, here's what happened. I agreed to be on the show, and then I said a bunch of stuff. And then it was kind of related to football sometimes, and then most of the time it wasn't. And then it was weird, and I made an ass of myself. So, if you want to continue to see this for any reason whatsoever, you can follow me on Twitter at HermsNFL. I don't know why you would, but if you do, that's how you do it. Despite what you may think based off of everything that you've just seen, I actually know things about football, kind of. I don't know. Whatever. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that you need to know. Boom. I contribute to the thing that I created with stuff. It's The Lateral at The Lateral FF, www.thelateralff.com. We are debuting The Lateral Show. It is the flagship podcast of The Lateral. In order to get a Scott Fish Bowl invite, here's what you got to do. You got to follow me. You got to follow at The Lateral FF and send a redraft question. A question for redraft fantasy football to thelateralff@gmail.com. If you fit that criteria of things that I said before just now, like I said with stuff, that is how we'll do the thing with the giveaway and the stuff. So if you send an email, somebody who sends an email and asks a question for us to read in the mailbag for the debut episode of The Lateral Show, bop, bop, bop. That's not the theme song, but just pretend it is. That is how you will be able to earn a invitation to the Scott Fish Bowl. It's to the Scott Fish Bowl for the bowl with the fish and the Scott and the stuff with the charity and everything. So that's how you're going to be able to do it. I don't know if that made sense or not, but have I cared about this at any point tonight? Clearly not. So yeah, I don't know. Follow me. And if you don't, then I don't know. I'm not going to tell on you. I'm not your mom. So yeah, just do things and just, live life with empathy in your heart, because everybody has different struggles, and there is no such thing as like, oh, my experience is tougher than your experience, or blah, 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 blah. Be there for one another. Be a kind human being. There is nothing wrong with reaching out for help. There is nothing wrong with being there for somebody, which is something that was never controversial before I just said that thing, but whatever. Point is empathy. Be there for people. Mental health awareness. Type 2 bipolar disorder in the building. I'm a weird man, but it's okay because I'm confident in who I am as a person. Speak your truth. Be who you are and never be afraid to ask for help.
So that was great, serious take. But I had in my head that he was thinking about the Dynasty people looking down at him playing redraft.
Fair. Potentially fair there. Herms, much love, brother. And if you're still listening, but
I
gotta pee.
That's okay. Much love. So good to have you on, man. I could echo that. Whatever KOB was saying earlier, that that and even what the poll votes were saying, that you're lined up with the show perfectly. So I'm glad that we could have you, bro, because it was great time, and thank you for making we I don't know how I'm supposed to parallel this right now, but I said making.
I always make things weird. I apologize.
Yeah, no. Check this out, though.
It's just like I
Check
don't
this
know.
out.
It just I don't know. I apologize. Please don't.
I was trying to make pooping normal earlier in the show. You're trying to make mental awareness normal. That's far better than than what I'm trying to do. So
do not follow me on Twitter.
Shout out to you, my friend. And thank you again. All right. And the KOB, the engineer. What have you got to say to the people?
Just really appreciate being back. Thanks for having me. You and J Mike go back a long time with me, and Scott, I've known a long time, but I love meeting and connecting with new people. Steph is great this year, following her. And Tara recently been following her as well, and love Matt over at the Vipers. I'm glad he gave you the opportunity, and it's all about you people. Just love it. I love seeing the new influx of people on Twitter and in this space and doing great things and adding great things to it. And then there's the old crusty guys like me trying to do the data in that space, and we all fit. I love it.
Crusty guys, shit. More like Krusties, Krusty's pancake mix. Come on.
Brings
Give
it
him the
around.
syrup. Give him the syrup.
Give them the
Enough
syrup.
syrup,
Not the
man.
fake
Come
stuff.
on.
Not the
fake
I'm
stuff.
done with this.
Hey,
Really
Kev,
targeting her.
Wow. God.
Kev, I gotta show you.
Subconsciously.
I gotta show you one thing. I kept trying to bring in the Ubi thing back around, and I was scrolling down through the pictures on Ubi, and I felt like this was my what is it? What's the technical term? Phallus moment. And I came across this picture
What is
here that I don't know. I just want to know, is that part of Ubi? Because I don't like that.
I think you should ask your students.
Wow.
Ask your
That's
students.
interesting.
No idea what that is, man.
All right. Because if you were showing this to your kids with the whole Ubi
No.
thing, man, come on. What is this?
I mean, Ubi was
Oh,
creepy
can
in
you
its own
not?
right. Yeah.
This
Look at
is
look at
cruel
his
and
cheek.
unusual right now.
Look at his cheeks, man.
Mm-hmm. He
Yeah.
got Tashid.
Earlier, I had to take that this was that the deep dive on Ubi would be better than the deep dive on Mickey D's, but I think the Mickey D's deep dive was probably better.
I think it was
swear
now.
It is staring at me, and I'm not. gonna say-
In hindsight, I think the zoom in on the guy with the
Where did you find that
creepy
picture of me?
workers was better.
Herbs is like, I like what's going on there. Where did you find it? I would like to Google it.
Yeah, I am wild.
I don't know what it is. I googled the Ubi show and I scrolled far enough to find
What
this.
a way to end the episode, huh? With this,
Yeah.
Oh
this
man.
art.
So there you go. I don't know. We'll new profile pic.
My
So-
outro was supposed to be like positive, happy, welcoming to
Well, it
new
was.
people, and then you took that like left turn there, dude.
I like Jojo, man.
I did too.
That was beautiful.
Krusties. FF Krusties. And we're talking about pancake, not the crusty version of Krusty. Whatever that means. But anyway, Kev, I'm just happy to have you back, man. It literally has been too long. And yeah, you're one of our favorite people.
You know, I'll be in the
Um,
chat next week.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we love you. Much love, brother. Newcomer, hopefully a return comer of the show, Tara. So good to have you for the first time. What do you got to share with the people?
So yeah, 100%. If you guys will have me back, I will be here again. This has been so much fun. Thank you for having me. Really amazing, and such a privilege to be part of such an awesome lineup of guests and share the screen with so many people for the first time. So this has been great. I really appreciate it. Again, Dynasty Vipers, it's been really incredible working with them. The entire team is amazing. The team that's on air, Matt, Cal, Major, and then special shout out to Bob, who I saw in the comments tonight, and then all the writers. It's just, overall, just an incredible team. It's been great working with them, and they've been everyone's been killing it lately. Our latest episode was actually with Scott last night, so go check it out. I meant to pin it to the top of my profile, and I completely forgot to do that today, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, go to my profile, check out the episode. Apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the show. I promise it was amazing.
It was good.
And yeah, and then kindly ask everyone to check out my Twitter. It's Tara Time. Working on pushing out a lot of content over the month, video content, short videos, written content, and appreciate you guys and just thank you for the opportunity.
Hey, look, you're new to Twitter. What we can't push you for getting the pinned tweet right away. It's all good. No, new to the space and happy to have you, Tara. Yeah, shout out to the Vipers as well. Good stuff all around. All right, and Mike Williams though, right? Is good, right?
He's wonderful. He's wonderful. I love him.
He's really
best
good.
Friend.
Yeah.
Best friend. We're not going to talk about anybody else but Mike Williams.
Mm-hmm. Top 24 wide receiver this year, I heard.
Unless it's Rodgers and not Aaron.
I will say one of our great receivers actually went to my high school and played with my brother, Martavis Bryant, who's when he played was amazing. But yeah, so
yeah, some things happen. No, great man. But Mike Williams,
of course.
He's he's like wide receiver 50 right now. It's like stupid.
And we're not even going to talk about Amari Rodgers. We're not going to talk about it at all. We're not going to talk about anybody else.
No.
That's it, period. That's all you need to know about her Twitter. So go follow her for those takes. And that's what you'll find there.
In the profile, Amari Rodgers. Did you draft on air, by the way, Tara? Did you draft in your draft that you're in right now?
No, I haven't drafted yet. I've got it queued up. I know exactly who I'm gonna go with.
You're gonna take Mike Williams.
I knew it.
Who do I have queued up? No, I'm gonna take Will Fuller.
I like that.
I'm gonna take Will Fuller. I'm gonna take a chance.
Nice.
It's best ball.
There we go.
Yep. Good best ball pick for sure. That'd be an interesting wide receiver core. Yeah. And Preston Williams is dead apparently. All right. On to the next. Steph. This is your time. This is your time to pound that surge, ride that wave, bodyboard into the sunset. This is boogie. Is it boogie board?
I don't know. I wanted to say boogie.
I don't know. I can't do any of those things. But anyway, this is your time. Thanks for coming back on. Much love to you. What do you got?
Please, anytime. FF Clean Buns, J Mike, my boy Herms, who is fantastic, a fantastic personality. Whatever he tells you, please follow him on Twitter because he is hilarious and has great content. Please ignore him. And KOB and Tara, these are two people that I interact with all the time now. And I'm very excited to finally be on camera with them. The FF, what is this? Cicada. Look at this. You've gone from syrup to pickles to cicada. I feel like I don't even know my mentor in Scott Fish right now. So I'll talk to Scott later about this as I have my own identity crisis. But for real, thank you for having me back on. My new dad joke, if you guys want to hear it, it's something that I'm saying a lot lately is in case, ready? This is good. I'm becoming a dad now that I'm like super into fantasy football. So you guys can find me on your timeline. because I'm already there. But if you want to find me directly, you can find me at Steffi Smalls with 3 L's. And that's my new dad joke. I'm very proud of it.
Sign off.
And that's it. That's about it. That's my sign off. That's my dad joke. I nailed it. Signed, sealed, delivered. I may have just said it in my new episode of Small Talk, and I'm sure the producers and my sponsor is going to be very happy about it.
Yes. I was going to say, if you haven't yet, it definitely needs to be.
Hashtag dad jokes.
Love it. Segues. Speaking of dads, Scott, do you want to say anything? Since you're here again, 3 out of 5.
I don't need outros.
right.
Follow YouTube. Follow Herms. Go check out his work with the Lateral. Check out Steph's work with FTN. Tara's work with the Vipers, and Kevin's podcast is coming back next week apparently. So go check that out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. And check the
And
timeline.
be kind to
for-
everyone.
That's true. That's a good point. Check the timeline for chugging syrup, because give him the syrup. J-Mike, give him the syrup. Give him the syrup.
If you guys
Okay,
ask me to come
that's
on
my
again,
cue.
I will ask for a syrup warning. Like, I feel like there should be, like, now, I feel like we need to talk about this and discuss it. It's something we can do off, I won't do
Syrup
it on
Smalls.
camera, but I
So-
do feel,
Syrup
oh God,
Smalls.
please, no, not now. You did hashtag Kluge, and like,
No,
I
it's
feel
Syrup
like that
Smalls.
seems offensive. Okay, you know what? Clean buns. I've had enough for tonight.
Yo.
Do
Put
the
on,
intro.
put
should I
it, do a
the-
section of your
and
show.
This is the open bar.
Yeah.
Small
I
talk.
my
Things are getting
notifications are
sticky.
generally a mess, but I'm starting to feel like with your little contest, I'm going to see a bunch of videos of people chugging syrup now. Oh,
Sadness.
boy.
Super Trooper style.
Well,
Syrup
most of
Smalls
my-
did
Hope so.
disgust me.
My older followers is my last comment, just because you did bring it up, is my followers have been following me for a long time since I was, just doing Giants content. What they do to annoy me is there's a scene, I think it's from like State Troopers. What's that? I don't know what the movie
Super
is.
Troopers.
Where they're Super Troopers, that's it.
Yep.
And they're chugging syrup. So when my follower has been following me since October of this season, because they just dropped that to be annoying. Like, it's just like they put it on all my posts because they think they're funny, which I don't find funny and I don't recommend.
Go to
So I don't know. I just feel like you shouldn't say things that you don't want on air ever.
Right. Well,
There's gonna be 6 burner accounts tomorrow about Steffi's syrup.
Syrup Smalls.
Syrup Smalls.
She's on
Syrup
mute.
Smalls.
All right, J Mike. What's good, fam?
Listen,
Mhm.
I don't listen, Linda. Listen,
Yeah.
Linda, listen. No, but I just grateful for this opportunity this evening. Grateful to catch back up with folks we haven't talked to for a while. Grateful to have the repeat of Senior Fish, and grateful to meet new folks like Tara and Herms. Newful. Hope I got that right. I'm just grateful to be able to do this. This is always an absurdly important part of my week, and I'm just grateful that we can continue to do it. So thank you all for joining us. To our guests, truly, I don't know why you'd spend over 2 hours with us talking nonsense and having fun. Like I legitimately don't get it. I truly don't. But I will say this real quick in reference to our guests, and for the folks that may have picked up the open bar since the last time he was on. But I always shout out KOB as my podcasting godfather, if you will, because little known fact, there is I don't get into any kind of podcasting or anything in this space without the urging of one KOB. And he was one of the first podcasts that I found. And I remember distinctly that he was like, hey, if you have something that you want to be able to create, if you want to be able to jump into it, like, don't be scared, just go, like, go and do it. And I remember hearing those words one summer in my room, putting clothes away. And I was like, yeah, like, I'm gonna just do it. Just jump in there and do it. And fast forward a couple months after that, and I was guesting on with Gabe, and not for the open bar, but for his original podcast. Shout out to all the Grab Bag alum. And maybe a month or so after that, we're partnered up on the Open Bar. This is back in 2017, and it's been wheeled up since. So KLB, I always have a very special place of you in my heart, because there's no J Mike in podcasting without you. So I always appreciate being able to kick it with you.
Much love, man.
To the chat, y'all kept it absolutely lit this evening. Just y'all some wild folks too. I don't know if y'all just Tuesdays are slow for y'all, or y'all just ain't got anything going on, or what. I don't know, but we appreciate y'all for checking this out. For those that are listening in podcast form, you could be anywhere in the world, but for some reason you're listening and you got to this point in the podcast with the outros, and we appreciate you. If you want to share it with others, please, great. We appreciate it. If you don't want to share with others, that's cool too. Thank you for the time. You get only 24 hours in a day, and for you to be able to spend any time with us, we're grateful for it. I'm on Twitter at JMikeCheck. The show's handles at the Open Bar Pod. Open Bar Best Ball-ish. Round 2's coming back, so be on the lookout for those signups. Per se, 72. Golly, we'll see. KLB, I will be taking your help on this. We got ideas.
I'll do it, man.
Kicking it to my main man, the host with the most, Bungie, genius to MC, aka FF Clean Buns, aka Exfoliate hate us because they ain't us. FF Dingle.
I want to repronounce that one.
FF Maple Smalls. Hey. FF. This is my first one. I mean, this is my favorite one in a while, Gabe. Are you ready?
Oh no.
I hope I can do it justice.
Let's hashtag it.
FF. Go and get your 2-ply little toilet paper, boy. If I don't do
What
nothing,
time is it?
I'm
2:45.
If I don't do nothing, I'm a what? What'd you say?
I'm a wife.
Yeah.
And so go and get your 2-ply little toilet paper, boy. Get by that. All right, I'm done.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Genius
I'm gonna roll out with the cart now with like
Roll out, you say.
roll out, I say.
Yo, Gabe, take us home.
Dang. That's nasty. 2017? Are you kidding me? Is that real? Did you really start? Have we really like known each other that long? That's weird. All right.
Yeah, I'll pull up our first episode if you'd like, just to confirm.
Yeah.
I can tell you that podcast that he keeps referring to over and over again, which I don't. I've told J Mike not to keep telling that story, but much love. But that podcast I did was probably 2016.
All right. Open bar
Herms
origins.
and I weren't born yet.
only in the Twitter stream.
I'm kidding. I already had an
Only in
undergrad
the FF Twitter streets. All right. I don't know. J Mike, he might be doing some journaling. He might be doing some dummy things. I decided to wear black today, and I should have worn the dummy shirt instead. I was telling Herms in the pre-show, the Pulp Premium, that I was sweating my tushy off, and should have switched into the dummies shirt. But go and check that out if they ever put anything out. So if you want to like actually listen to football things, because I think we got to like the Cicada Saquon crossover, and I think that was like literally it. So beautiful stuff. And a little Hunter Renfrow, Mike Williams, CJ Spiller, basically like Clemson players, whether Tara liked them or not. We should have just had like a yes or no. We should have just went through like a Sakay does, Sakay don't for just Clemson players, period. But anyway, this was good, man. This was good. J Mike, should we do the same thing next week? Like a show as far as what is it? John's debut? I wouldn't call it that. I didn't title that episode. That's corny as
We
hell.
dropped that in the let's
You
drop
did
that in
that.
the group chat.
2017, July, and what was it? July, June,
July 21st, 2017.
July 21st. No way that I made that title though, right?
Listen, it's all a blur. That was a lifetime ago.
John Michael's debut to fantasy football Twitter.
Boy,
No way, I wouldn't do
that's
that.
my ex-boyfriend's name from high school. Now it's
Look,
time to go. You did
look at that.
syrup. You did ex-boyfriends. It's time to get out of here.
There's no way. Look,
Asked you to give up the beverage.
So I have episodes going back to 2018. I don't know where the heck you're pulling those from, but I have 2018 ones, and we are still killing the episode names. Wubba Lubba Chub Chub was born in 2018. That's 3
So-
years ago, man. Come on. Eggplant Parm, Summer of Kai. Shout out Kai. Shh, man. Anyway,
You're supposed
right.
to sign off, Kluge. So you go back to your pie kingdom in Colorado. You're not supposed to be on, listen, you said you were, you stop it. Kluge. Hashtag Kluge. We all got Kluge.
Kluge.
You chime in at 2 hours and 49
Another-
minutes. Kluge us. That's it. I've had enough out of you.
This guy.
Steph, it's actually in the contract. Another kind of, shout out to Herms, VH1 behind the scenes moment here. We did do a contract with Kluge to get Kluge official that he had to actually pop into the show weekly. The open bar, he does have to do that. He has to come in weekly just to say something. And then we have to present it, through the chat. So Kluge, it's us just Kluging him, really, but he doesn't know
He
necessarily.
thinks he's getting Kluge, but we're actually doing the Kluging.
Yeah.
Klug. We Klug
Yeah.
okay.
Klug the Kluged. Do-do-do-do-do. All right. Bye. We're gonna see you next week. We'll be here. We've got a show. I'm probably gonna send the StreamYard link to Scott. I don't know why everyone. You don't even be surprised at this point, Scott. We got to throw him off. We got to come up with a rollout better than what we've got. So if you got any ideas besides chugging syrup, hit me up. This has been the Open Bar. Cheers to you. To all of you,
Cheers, guys.
friends, family,
Urged.
cousins, brothers, Twitter, such good stuff. Cheers. And we will see you all next week. I have to say it because we talked about poop and tushy. Doses. It's a poop reference.